second match change with these delays.
Oh, that's right.
No delays, no Sir Karibos. Tazkin Levica goes to the lane. Stinners takes it back. Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are live with Season 7, Week 2 of Duel Links Team Wars. We have Switcheroo versus Forbidden Ones. And I am joined by none other than TheEgg69 and DrkNFear. What's going on, guys?
Hey, what's up, guys? What's up?
Sorry.
I'm the Egg, he's Dark, he's Hines. What y'all doing?
Whoa, whoa, you can't just call him that.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, Twitch is watching.
The TOS, man. So I presume you guys have the room ID and all that?
I am in the room currently. Has the stream started yet?
It has.
Yeah, I think
surprise.
Hines will mute you till he goes live, and then he'll just throw it on you. No, I'm just
I'll just spring it on you like a frat boy. Wait.
He just throw the confetti.
No, this will be fun. Thanks for inviting us in, Hines. We appreciate being here. And look, I know I'm kind of like one of the old dudes, but DrkNFear, give him a follow on his Twitch. I know you already follow Hines; he's very popular. But give DrkNFear a follow on his Twitch. He does some cool things with Fridays. He does some Duel Room Fridays, and is getting really involved with the community. Is up in here as a streamer for Duel Links Team Wars. Make sure to support your streamers because that's what brings you this content. So, and Hines, you're the man, dude. Hines, like,
thanks for having us, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, Hines is like the streamer of the year or something. He won like streamer of the year. He's very good.
I'm actually streaming with the Hines Ketchum.
The Hines.
Really? The Hines.
You literally casted my game last night.
Yeah, no. It's funny because you called me out. You're like, "Hey, you didn't invite me to stream that." I was like, "I've been looking for people the whole time," and then I realized you're actually in it. Okay, bud.
You know, sometimes you're not the fastest at picking things up, but you know, you got there. So we do have the rosters. So let me read these out for you guys. So on Switcheroo today, we have Simon, Misaka, No Repair, Kanekabuto, and Uno. And if that wasn't enough, the Forbidden Ones also brought a lineup of clappers. We got Yuya, Soul Cardinal, Rafa, Way One, and none other than, and you recognize them from the Twitch chat themselves, Sham. Shamzan can't be free.
Oh
Sham,
my goodness.
XO, all that.
The Sham with the X and the O.
I like Sham. He's a nice cat, and he's I'm glad he's still active in Duel Links and doing his thing.
Right.
Well, don't stroke his ego too much.
One good sign of a good player is withstanding the test of time itself. He keeps on pushing forward.
Yeah, you have to have that durability, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Durability.
You need to be able to draw deep in those wars of attrition. Draw deep in your soul. Draw deep in your wallet in a game like, game that these guys play.
Bro, Hines just wanted to say the word deep 3 times. That's all that happened there.
Hey, we about to get real deep.
It's my inner poet.
We're gonna get so deep.
Alright. Well, are we rolling? I just got in the room, but it looks like they're playing.
I think we're ready to go now.
The spectate button just went live. And the egg, Mr. 69. I have been meaning to ask you, just speaking of my Heinz Ketchum voice lines and everything, how do you feel whenever I see a Blue Eyes player summon the White Stone of the Ancients, and I refer to it as a stone so white and old it goes by the EgG69?
Oh, that's really good. Yeah, I like it. No, it's perfectly fine with me because I'm old. So yeah. But no,
What I was going for.
no, we're good. I actually call it egg myself, and
Nice.
it has admittedly caused a few pieces of confusion during wars on VCs. But nonetheless, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna throw the egg, and they're like, what?
Throw the egg, huh?
Throw the egg, yeah. I'm gonna just throw this egg right here with Regeki Break. Anyway.
Oh,
Okay, Gen X controller. That's the best move opening for Cristrons you can have.
Yeah, you know what? I always like to summon the 1200 vanilla.
And you just know there's that. Oh yeah, and there was a set glow up bulb. This is a dominant opening hand for both of these players.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's some there's definitely things that hide within the sea. We're gonna find out what those are.
Well, he mills Levy, he mills Duo. He has enough fodder for a Levy in hand. If you see a Melody come down, Raiden's going to come down first and mill again if he doesn't have Levy.
Raiden.
So you'll see the Raiden mill first. Oh my, he didn't even mill.
He didn't even bother.
Okay,
Straight to
going
the
in for the
battle
attack
phase.
and he walked right into the lance.
Yeah, he was
That's
counting
gonna
on the
hurt.
backside mill. Ouch. Alright, does he get himself off the top?
His life points are wide open.
Yeah, I mean, he's got lethal in a couple of ways, the Crystron player.
Oh, he's got 3
We'll
cards to toy with. Let's see what happens. Yo, we have 2 subs. Hideki Bro subscribed to tier 1, 23 freaking months. He says, nice casting couch. That's right. This is more of a love seat, though. And the Swifty one, he said, DLTW Habibi. What's up, guys? Thank you for the subs. That's double Gen X controller. This guy's wild.
Oh, it's a dominant hand! He got the god hand!
Oh no.
Oh,
got the god hand.
he's got that baggy
Legend.
badge that
Oh.
he's running into, though.
Putting 2 tuners together.
Yeah, this is,
Oh, blow up bulbs coming out. That's a level 6.
yeah, so now he's got food in the grave too. So we'll probably see something come from Hand, Hawk, or Roar. And now that he's got the Hawk in the grave, the Roar will he probably had Roar in the beginning of this whole thing. So I expect a Roar to come down and grab that Hawk. We'll see though.
Big boy Brio with the duo in hand.
Is this man
Looks like
playing
he's going
2
for
duo?
Tommy.
Is he playing 2 duo?
I think so. Because
He milled one, right?
He does have one in the graveyard as well.
This man plays 2 duo. He says, "I don't care. I don't care. I'm playing 2 duo."
wants
That's
to
like
sing
4
all the
monsters
time.
and two deck slots.
Alright, he tossed out what? A Raiden and a charge, so he had a dead charge.
Disrespecting his monsters. He's just gonna throw them in the graveyard.
So
He
this
does
is
not
what?
watch Yu-Gi-Oh.
13 plus, what?
That's
Nah,
looking
he
like
should
a
have summoned.
GG.
Yeah, it's fine. It's done.
According to my math,
Everything's fine.
18 plus 25 is 43, and he gets a search. Now, I do believe that this is a roughly 1 in 100 game for these players in the Duel Links Team Wars chat, because opening double controller is like 1.16% chance, something like
Holy
that, according to my mental math.
And people still do it. Constantly.
So that's going to be game 1 going to Yuya for Forbidden Ones, putting them up on the scoreboard, leading as they do 1-0. Now, I'd say most of the time, that's a very favorable match for Sea Stealth Attack Cristrons, right? I mean, that's pretty much the reason for their existence is Thunder Dragons. So, do you think that we're going to see Simon use one of those repeats early for Switcheroo today?
It could be a possibility. They do need something to match up with that.
Well, I'll counter your it could be a possibility with a guarantee. Uno in the chat says repeat.
Yeah, the repeat is happening.
So we're just waiting for that spectation button to come through. And we'll be ready for game number 2. I do
All
wonder
right, what
what
we
the slight delay here is. I mean, we know it's going to be a repeat. All they have to do is click that begin duel button.
Just click again. I think we're having
All right, we got
running
a
trouble.
spectate button. We live, boys.
Switcheroo might have had a quick game of Simon Says in between there. That's why Simon was busy. He had
Simon
to do.
says, "Go down to the bottom room and come back."
Yo, anybody in the chat good with numbers? You want to crunch some numbers on me? What are the chances that Simon opens up double Gen X controller once again? It doesn't matter. Scrap recycler.
Scrap recycler.
He's bringing out the big guns now. Look at that, man. He's got a freaking shovel sitting at a 700, and he's got that sulfate in hand.
He's like, I'm making plays this game. And he's gonna pop the Sulfefner and get that search to the Disfern.
Now, I'm not a Duel Links expert or anything, and I don't know what about you guys, but my motto pretty much has always been doing stuff is better than not doing stuff when it comes to Duel Links, and he's definitely in a better spot according to that rule in this game than last.
Well, he did a lot more stuff than last game, having to summon the Gen X controllers, and now we got Sarcophagus coming from Bandicoot.
Reddit taught me everything I know, so they told me that you don't want to let your opponent play Yu-Gi-Oh! That's the best way to play Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's the code I live by. Don't let your opponent play Yu-Gi-Oh! But I think I already messed up because he's playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now, getting that Dragon Dark on the field, attributing it for a face-down monster, getting that search for that Dragon Hawk. Will he use it though? He
Looks
is
like
using
he
it.
Is indeed. Tosses his big hawk away for that
He is
dragon.
not waiting till 2 turns from now. He says, I want it now.
I mean, to have the most number of level 5 or higher on the board has got to be the best for Yui here. He's got that bad guy sleeves waiting in the wings, says, you know what, you touch me, and I'm drawing cards more than I usually do. Roughly twice as many.
Amatrix comes out, he's like, no, don't touch me, and then it switches you to defense mode.
That's a Crystron Windstorm of Amatrix right there.
Windstorm of Amatrix.
I like this. It's funny because if you look at it strictly from a purely Season 1 perspective, you would have to think that Thunder Dragon Roar, it's got to be the monster that is going to have the advantage here in the Sea Stealth Attack matchup, right? Umi's on the board. The machines are getting reduced. The Thunder monsters are getting, not reduced. And you would think they would have the advantage.
But no, the baggy sleeves are wet because every time he gets attacked.
Oh man, wet sleeves are the worst.
Wet sleeves. It's like, when are they going to make some waterproof sleeves?
Some water wings.
So he's popping. That is a Citry on the field. He is Smiger searching that impact out of the deck. Ooh wee.
That looks to me like there's a live Sea Stealth Attack. He had that baggy badge ready in the hand, so he's gonna have baggy sleeves, and that Roar is gonna float here. But he's clogged his board up, so that's what leads me to believe he has a live Sea Stealth Attack. You don't just put a Citry on the board sitting at a 300 attack liability, right?
Oh, of course not. He's got plans. And that's a light and dark out the graveyard meet.
That's a Levianeer, that's a 3.
That's a Levianeer. That was a speedy banish right there.
And it doesn't target, and if there is that Sea Stealth Attack that I was talking about, it could get blown off the board without being able to do anything, as it can only activate a continuous card, can only activate one effect during a chain, so it has to use that effect on flip for the Umi. And there it is, Sea Stealth Attack. Need to flip that up early.
Yes,
got that Heinz catching mind scan right there.
That is mad though. We activate that right away. Now he missed his opportunity. And now a Levianeer that cannot attack and a Dragon Duo that can.
That's a Roar.
Oh, Dragon Roar. Duh.
I'll put that C
Right.
stealth attack up on the screen for the folks in the chat so they can give that a read.
Ooh, and a massive amount of damage into that Switcheroo.
How could I be so careless? My turn's done. It's my turn. I draw.
Now this does potentially open up Aquarian play here for Simon, though. And it looks like he might be able to do just that. He's got that Rosenix in the hand.
Looking for it.
I mean, didn't really have to summon the Rosenix, though. I mean, he has that Switcheroo in the grave. He could easily... Oh, he has is it just the Switcheroo in the grave? Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, he has to summon the Rosenix. Don't listen to me. I'm dumb. I thought he had Smite.
Don't listen to me.
My monster's effect activates.
Alright, Rosenix is triggering its effect.
I'm counting on you.
And he will get the Rion out the deck
Summon the monster.
in defense mode.
My monster's effect activates.
Gets to get a search with that Distvern as well.
And he will add the turtle to his hand.
This man plays 2 press Yordle. It's not something you see every day.
I set a card face down. I see you quaking in your boots. It's I draw.
Guys, I apologize. My daughter came in with a game called Roblox and needed to ride a dinosaur. Let's get back to Duel Links.
Roblox.
I don't even know what it is.
I flip over my
Oh, this looks weird.
So he is summoning the glow up bulb. Looks like we got some access to a level 7 or a level 9 tuner. Which one will he go to though?
Well, if he goes 7, Black Rose, Psy, you could go Zeta, and then target the Amatrix, but he'll just remove it with the C Stealth, but then you won't be destroyed. Is that Levianeer summoned this turn or no?
It was summoned last turn. There are also 2 live impacts in the graveyard that I want to bring up. And I also want to bring up one other thing. So, we saw last turn that C Stealth attack wasn't flipped up early, and he waited for his opponent's main phase again to flip up that C Stealth attack. He could have got hit with another Levianeer just like that and had his board wiped again, losing that C
Sam
Stealth attack for
Destroyer
the
is
second time.
smart. This
So
is
Samurai
smart.
Destroyer is entering the playing field.
He has to get rid of the tuner first. Even if he does, the C Stealth attack is just going to remove the Amatrix, and then the tuner is going to be active with the, what is that, the Distvern, for a level, that would be level 6, so I guess that's powered in Zektron.
So he's at least protected for this turn, but it looks like
Yeah, he's protected.
from
Powered in
aggression.
Zektron, yeah, powered in Zektron certainly will protect, but it's a weird, this is really weird.
He definitely has to do something about that Samurai Destroyer. That's really the biggest threat right now.
I think he has to remove the Amatrix here so that he can activate the Rion so that he can go into Powered in Zektron so that he doesn't get destroyed. Right? Alright.
He lets him
he's not
swing.
under
I
that.
mean, he does not opt to...
Okay.
Samurai Destroyer is just going to say, no, you don't get the float. You lose all the value that Amatrix had.
I think he probably should have removed the Amatrix. He's in the same position now where he can, if he has a banished, does he have a level 2 like one of them Crystal Beasts banished?
He doesn't so
I
far.
don't
He does
think
have
so.
2 in the graveyard, though. Or he's
Oh
got
boy,
one in the
Dragon
graveyard.
Matrix.
One in the graveyard, one in the hand.
This man just
And-
alright.
damage. Okay.
It was really, really
What the heck
sloppily played
happened
from
there?
Simon, in my opinion. I mean,
I am indubitably confused. What happened there? No Inzektron?
just too many risks taken and waiting a little too long from Simon there, and Yuya takes a quick 2-0 in a bad matchup.
That's unfortunate. You hate to see it.
I mean, especially if you're Switcheroo right now, you gotta be thinking, like, what did my man just do? Now, I do believe that Switcheroo is a Japanese team, so it's probably quite early in the morning. Guy just woke up. It was a normal loss. 2 of them! Maybe not normal. There was a couple things that were odd about it for sure, but it was regular old life points hit 0. What's good,
Yeah, it's
Gabulator?
really-
All right. That was. All right. So what would y'all have done? I just want to know.
I would have done a lot of things different. I mean, I would have had C stealth attack flipped up. I would have been listening to Coach Egg on the stream. He was telling me exactly what I needed to
you
do.
remove the Amatrix because you lose it. You lose your float. If you get your Amatrix, if you have your Amatrix, you don't die. If you come in and bring a second Amatrix, you now have 2 C stealth Amatrix. You do have a problem with Samurai Destroyer. That is a problem. But it's not a problem you can't handle with, quite simply, another tuner in hand plus Amatrix on the field.
You can even make your own Samurai Destroyer and just run into it.
But not only that, do you know on your turn, let's say you're clogged with 2 Amatrix, right? You ain't clogged. C stealth attack can remove your Amatrix and you can do your shenanigans into your Destroyer. So I'm confused by the whole thing.
I think in his defense, I think letting the Amatrix go, I think he was going to lose it anyways because Inzektron's effect wouldn't have protected it with the fact that
he would have used the Amatrix. He should have banished it, so it wouldn't have been on the field at all.
Oh, banish that. Oh, right.
With the
Banish
C-Stealth
the
attack.
Amatrix.
Protect his face-ups, which is probably irrelevant in that spot. But really, he shouldn't have had all of his cards blown to pieces the turn prior anyway, because he had a C-Stealth attack on the board. It should have just been flipped up in the draw phase. Like, what was he doing with it face down? You know you can't respond to the one card that it's in the deck for.
Yeah, he just wasn't looking for that Leveneer. And then Leveneer came and did what it does.
I have this card. It protects my face-up card. So what am I going to do? I'm going to leave it face down. Doesn't make any sense to me. But we got Kenny Kabuto, and he's coming in with a gold icon. He's about to show, player 1 how it's done. Switcheroo is a very strong team. They're just starting off with a handicap there.
It's like time to bring out the big guns now.
I mean, like a -2 handicap in like golf terms, not like a handicap as in mentally. I wasn't like insulting our team players here.
Uh-oh. Chat's already on to you.
I read into it. I predicted the chat. I knew it was coming. Somebody said I'm going to roast the man. And make sure you capitalize the entire Simon, because there's a couple of them. Is that
Simon says go first. It could be. Is that Harpy's hunting ground? Yes, it is. Could also be Dragoonity. We'll never know.
What? No. It legitimately cannot be Dragoonity. It may, in fact, be Harpies, but it cannot be Dragoonity.
It could be Swallow's Nest Dragunites.
Nah, it's obviously the wings. Okay, so here's the problem. Since he goes Sea Moon, he cannot go Ancient Fairy Dragon to put Necro Valley onto the field. So he has to set up. This is against Thunder Dragons, right? Yeah. He has to set up a massive board. Probably a triple monster with like a Joe and a Chidori or something along those lines. So that if something gets popped, it can't get over the Chidori, and then if something gets popped, the Joe can switch it off to another monster, and the Chidori can resummon from the grave. He has to do all kinds of stuff. The only out that he has otherwise is because we know Gale is one of his 2 hand cards, the only other out is if he has Close. See, Close changes this matchup, and we won't know if he has Close.
Well, Close can be chain blocked on a Levineer summon as well, right?
Yeah, we won't know if he has Close at all, not until the first effect. Unless, of course, well, we know he has Rishi now, and now there's the Gale from hand, so...
level 7.
And we know he's level 7. Man. He might have Close. Maybe he has Close.
We could see a Ancient Pixie Dragon, which is, in fact, a Dark Synchro, and that does give him a chance to draw further into Necro Valley.
Yeah, the Pixie Dragon will, because he can float the Zephyrus. Send back the hunting ground. That's possible. He could also be holding Necro Valley, by the way. But I think he'll go Joe and then float the Simoon. And then after he floats the Simoon, oh, he's going to float the Zephyrus. Okay. Oh, he's going to send back his Simoon and avoid 600 damage. That's fine. He put it in defense mode, so he's not intending on that living. I think this is an indication that he has close in hand.
So now it's on the Thunder Dragon player.
Because see, Raiden can get over a defense mode Zephyrus. Raiden can't get over a attack position Zephyrus. So, and he went Joe, so he's planning on having a play to get Rikiri back from the grave next turn. I think he might have close.
So he's going to make
and we do see Yuya here opt not to activate the effect of Raiden for the second time.
Those are choices that I don't understand.
Maybe he thinks it's a vanilla.
If he's worried about the close, I guess he's trying to get the tuner back.
Alright, he has close. He has close.
That's the giveaway right there. That's
100% close. So,
here we go.
no, I don't think you can. What did he grab? He grabbed Matrix. Actually, you can here. You can. He already used Roar's effect. He already used Dark's effect. So you close the Zephyrus here. Grab the Blackwing Dragon out. This gets destroyed. He gets right in the hand. He already used his normal summon. He needs a Hawk, and you know he's got Dragon Matrix in hand. He needs a Hawk and Levianeer to make something happen here for the Thunder Dragon. Otherwise, he loses next turn.
And Blackwing Dragon also protecting him from that Thunder Dragon burn deck that we've been seeing so much.
And he does have the... Oh my goodness. Here we go.
That's a big old duo. The Egg just heard burn, and he's like Googling frantically, like, is there Thunder Dragon burn somewhere that I haven't heard of?
So the Dragon Roar getting pumped with the Dragon Matrix.
This is pumping both of them. Dragon Duo also getting his effect off.
And just like that.
And unable
He's
to
dealt with
redirect
that.
with the Obsidian Hawk Joe because that is a black winged dragon, not a black winged dragon.
That's so surprising how that Crow's main monster is not a Blackwing.
Yeah, it's not a Blackwing. It doesn't work with close on the field. If close is in the hand, for example. The Dragon Matrix was massive there because of the double boost, and you didn't have to attack into Joe first. That was absolutely massive, and then of course the boost continues. This was a huge play because of Dragon Matrix search off of the Dark while still having Duo. See, he had to have Duo or Levianeer for this to happen. He didn't search it, and so it's massive. Oh, and we know what's in hand is a Blackwing Whirlwind, and he didn't grab a level 4, and he didn't grab a Gale, or he would have shrunk the Duo. So this is a rip GG done. That's probably just a set Whirlwind, and I think we're gonna be finished. Wait, does he have a level 10? Now I'm curious.
Possibly was that an...
Onimaru is level 12,
10.
But I have seen Deskbot Jet being played in the past. And I think Ascension Sky
Dragon.
And there it is. If this card is synchro summoned, it gains 800 attack for each card.
How many? Oh, it's 800. Okay, never mind. I read that wrong.
Okay, I'm confused. Maybe it's a great card and all. I certainly don't run it myself. Maybe I start now. But if I was running a level 10 in a situation like this, he's got what? Econ take, it's over. If I was running a level 10 in a situation like this, what's that new D synchro? Isn't he generic?
I'm not sure if he's generic, but I think it's
talking about the High King generic. There's a generic in the new box, right? Here, since this duel's over, I'm gonna pop out into the box.
You know what? I'll tell you what. I will go ahead and do that, so that way we can see it live on stream.
Oh, good. Yeah. I don't have any idea, but I think there was a generic level 10 I saw in that new box. So if I was running a 10 in TD, I probably would do that over 0 attack monster.
So this is called the Triple D Gust High King Alexander. So he's Stoned King Alexander, and he is 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner monsters.
So he's generic. So he's a 3,000 beater. And so he could have gone into a 3,000 attack position monster rather than a 3,000 defense position monster.
He could have put a lot more damage than what he did. I think, what is it? The Ascension, when it dies, it brings back the monsters that were synchro to summon it.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So it's really defensive play, but TDs are not a defensive deck. I think Alexander makes more sense as a level 10 in that case. And please be clear, I'm not saying everyone should run a level 10 in their TDs. Just that if Alexander's generic, why not?
I also like Despot Jet because it has a kind of a one-for-one trade situation that it can do.
Oh yeah, that's true too. It's kind of like putting HTS Siamese in your deck. You know what I mean? Like, there's like a trade situation. You're right.
Prepare to sleep with the fishes.
We have Sea Stealth Attack coming in again. Let's,
Counting on you.
hey, there's that Undyne.
Activate.
Yeah, he didn't break this time.
So anybody want to weigh in here? Nobody's been able to answer me on this yet. The Gen X Undyne, why does that weird thing have boobies?
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
and
no,
nipples.
I
What
did
the
not.
hell?
Oh my god, I cannot unsee that.
Well, I guess it's not. It's not boob. His eyes are below his boobies. Does he have two faces? What is going on there? I see a face on the abdomen, but there looks like a face on that oil can looking thing at the top. And he's got neon blood. Man, that's a weird.
That is weird looking.
Yeah, it seems to have a face up here on his reservoir tip, and then I guess I don't see the
Oh,
eyes
he got,
either.
bro. This is he got whale Citrus with fodder against a non-no mortal can resist with Umi in the grave to play around Cyclone. What?
And let's see if Kenny Kabuto knows how to use his toggle button. Let's see if that Sea Stealth Attack gets flipped up nice and early this time around. Oh, we do. Look at that. Check it out.
There we go. There we go.
Here's my face down.
It's over. This is done.
Ugh.
This is done.
This is a hard board to break.
Yeah,
And he
this is
has
done.
Amatrix to defend himself.
Yeah, he has Amatrix to defend. He has Whale that he can remove anything from. He has protection from destruction from Levianeer, and nothing can get over the Whale that the Thunder Dragon player has.
Yeah, and he has a follow-up this Fern coming with the Soulfefner in the grave. Oh my god, this is too good.
And he doesn't. I don't even need to know what's in the hand. So he's just gonna go into. I'd probably go into Samurai Destroyer, and then he's got the little Fistfern that's just gonna search Rosenix, and it's gonna be game unless there's Vajra. So
Yeah, we do know that Yuya is playing Vajra.
yeah, we saw the Vajra last game. So I'd do the. Oh, he's going Amatrix. It doesn't matter as long as it's level 5 or higher. So Amatrix, Sam Destroyer would have been interesting as well, and then he should have a search too.
So he
Well, Search is
basically
gone now. He
banished
actually
it.
used the Fistfern, not the Undyne. Oh, okay, I see.
Yes, I see. Yeah.
So he just put it on the board. So maybe he's got another whale sitting around.
Maybe a second whale? Oh my gosh, if so, that's crazy. Okay, so he's doing this whole, like, I'm going to remove this, and then I'm going to tune into it, and I'm going to get it back in the end phase anyway. But my board's going to be locked, but I don't care because I got SSA. So, I think this is game. Brianok and send it up, and it's game. Yeah, it's game.
Yeah, at this point, he's doing whatever he wants to do. It's highly effective. So he's going into that level 6.
Yeah, it's got to be Bria, though. And or I guess he could run another level 6 like Dolphin or Zektron. Yeah, that makes the most sense. Now you have the Rosenix, I assume. Oh, he didn't grab Rosenix, he grabbed Smiger. Because he can put it in the grave, that's good. Yeah. And now he can search his impact, and he can attack for game, which isn't lethal through Vajra in this case, but it's already game.
Well, one nice advantage that Sea Stealth Attack has, we don't see the Vag here, but had it come out, it would have been destroyed by card effect, so no baggy sleeves as well, as Kenny Kabuto finally puts Switcheroo on the board here.
Yeah, Sea Stealth Attack showing is very formidable in this matchup.
Man, Sea Stealth Attack Crystons was like the deck of the week last week. It seemed to just be beating everything. Crystons in general was just doing so well.
Yeah, What was it, Hines? It was all right. I'll look it up. I saw the meta-analysis. It was insane.
Yeah, both Cristrons have over a 60% win rate.
All right, that doesn't. Let's see. So Crystron, SSA. Well, 57.6 for SSA.
Oh.
That was the second highest win rate behind Crystron, which was just called Crystron, but the vast majority of those 69 were probably TCs, and that's 60.8%. An unheard of non-fur level win rate in Team Wars.
Yeah, I mean it's such a strong win rate that it's funny that Crystron is it's not being represented in the best of 3 formats in the same way. It's interesting that way.
Yeah.
But I mean, it does make sense to a degree for Team Wars. I mean, it helps that you know, you might not be up against the very best player that the opposing team has to offer every single time. Okay, thank you for weighing in on that. But also, I was gonna say that it's a consistent deck too, so it can be helpful. Double Jetix controller hands notwithstanding.
Double jet. Yeah, no. See, and here's the other thing. I'll not only agree with Hines. Let me further his stance. In a side deck format, you have a more likelihood of things like Thunder Dragons sighting in Cosmic Cyclone, which really hurts the SSA version of the Crystron deck. In a Team Wars format, unless you are expecting it as a component of your combo, you're extremely unlikely to side deck Gold Sark or Cosmic Cyclone or something else or not in Gold Sark, but like, I don't know, Spirit Master, although that wouldn't work either way. But Cosmic Cyclone in something like a Thunder Dragon, and thus the SSA Crystron has a much better matchup when you send it in, just due to lack of side. So here he's sending Rion, so Rion was in the hand. That's not an ideal situation. So 1 tuner in the grave, he probably runs 3 Rion. Sulf activates its effect, keeps the Undyne, which means he's got a lot more shenanigans. Let's see. I think the SSA becomes less relevant right here because my presumption is a Cyclone, right? But if he's got that trap,
have to assume, right?
You just have to. Like, I think the SSA is almost irrelevant. I think the more relevant thing is, can he keep a tuner on the field? Now, he's got 2 Cyber Dragons, so if he has that trap that needs to be semi-limited, then he probably... Y'all like that, huh? He probably does, and so he's got 2 banishments, no impact protection, of course, because it hasn't been sent yet before this turn. So
keep in mind, Overflow doesn't target.
All right,
so no protection from the whale and no protection from the impact with the Overflow, non-targeting destruction. Now, one thing I would say is that he did end up sending that Ryan to the graveyard. If he can make an Amatrix, it does float. So if it does get destroyed by an Overflow, he's in a good spot.
Yep, and he's using that positioning.
And the other thing too is Yuya's Cyber Dragons right now are both the same level, so he's not going to be getting double pops off of a potential Overflow.
Oh, that is right. You do need different levels, so he only gets 1 pop out of all this.
And no Cyber Style. And the other thing I would say too is you're not looking at a Cyclone, because as he targeted that Umi with the Fist Burn, without a doubt Yuya would have hit that with a Cosmic. Because there's no way he wants to see tuners here, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but...
He absolutely doesn't have Cosmic. Absolutely not. Unless he top decked it. For real. I agree.
And this is actually kind of a scary spot, because that Fist Burn with the Amatrix is a 2-card Quarian Gandrax right now. So long as that Ryan remains in the grave and the board state stays the same.
Aren't you okay though if he banishes your monsters, because you can still use the little whirly bird whirlwind thing?
Whirly bird.
Like in there, whirly bird whirlwind something or other. And then like fusion.
Yeah, you can't
and
from the
send
banish
him
pile.
back to the deck. So really, he just needs another Cyber Dragon. So conceptually, he just needs to use his skill here, and he can
Herald
avoid
of the Abyss.
Now this does
Or
not let him float.
that, right there.
You do not want to see that card.
You're
Oh
not
my
gonna
God.
float. SSA cannot respond to this and remove
It's
him
too
in
late.
time. He was
Oh,
probably
no.
playing around this Cosmic Cyclone top deck if he had the SSA. Oh my gosh, we got a 1600 beatdown.
I mean, it
Nah,
seems like
but-
there's a delay on the attack. There's no banished cards from Kenny Kabuto and nothing on the board.
No,
So unless
I
the
think
Sea
it's
Stealth,
the Whirly Bird. Yeah.
the Cyber Load Fusion, even? No, end phase!
So careless.
Oh wow.
Actually, I think in
And
fairness,
delay.
you probably would have used that Cyber Load Fusion and yeeted that back row right off the board with the Rampage effect, so...
My turn.
Yeah. So it's an SSA that's set. Then that was the delay.
Now he does get a search off of that Thistburn. He has the Sulfefnir in the grave.
Yeah. All right, there it is. So he top decked Whale, and he's trying to get into it. Let's see if he can.
Ew.
Alright, reducing them by 200.
Yeah. Unless he's just going Rosie Nick's beatdown.
Monster's effect activated.
I shouldn't say ew. You know, we've all been drunk late at night getting desperate, and you also want to get into a whale.
Oh
the
goodness
only thing
gracious, that
left.
was a good Hines. I actually missed it, but your joke was really solid and on point. Yeah. You'll notice that I say things that allow you to do that often during a stream, so have fun.
I'll do my best.
Because because I always put my foot in my mouth, and there you go. Let's see. So he's gonna toss the Smiger. If he's got impact set, he'll search another impact anyway. What can he go into?
Summon a monster.
Let's see. So he's gonna pop itself.
My monster's
Yeah. He searched the Smiger, right? So he searched the thing he sent. So he must already have a normal summon. He has to.
I'm counting on you.
Okay,
This
level.
burn again.
Summon a monster.
That's a lot of Thistburns.
My monster.
Yeah, he's gonna. There's the impact. A tuner's got to come down, right? And the great news is, since he has an active SSA, he can play around some kind of weird second.
Well, there's
What's
no
the trap called?
impact? Is this that?
No, the trap, the Cyber Dragon trap.
Oh,
overflow.
overflow. Yeah. I was gonna say, speaking
you
of
could have,
tuners, we
sorry,
have a
the
guaranteed
next
controller
controller
because he
on the
used
board.
he dumped that self with the Undyne earlier on. So we knew he had
Yeah,
a
he
tuner
did.
the whole time. So that's a live Bryanak right there.
Yeah, this is
And
La
here it
Branac.
comes.
You no mercy.
Pretty.
Throw summon a monster.
He must have nonsense in his hand. Second controller, maybe.
Activates.
Let's see what he tosses. If he tosses second controller, I'm gonna laugh.
There it is.
Second controller. There it is.
Now he's actually
Yeah, I
he's in
mean-
a pretty good
Monsters
spot
back
here with
to
that
the
Bryanak
hand.
Fiendish chain,
Fiendish
but he could
chain.
dodge that with the sea
Alright,
stealth.
bro, that doesn't make any sense. Alright, so he can
That
just
doesn't
remove
make
it with SSA. You just remove it. Now you have a locked board piece. And,
And you got
Everything
bitches
still
back in your
goes.
hand.
so, I mean, it didn't even make sense to chain it there. Like, it just didn't even make sense.
My turn.
You were gonna lose it anyway. It made no difference. Save it until a lethal attack or something.
Yeah, now it's just a
See now,
dead,
yeah.
detached chain. And then
Yeah, now-
both monsters return to the board later on.
Yep.
Like, at the same time.
Yep.
Here they are.
Soul Cardinal says that would have been lethal, question mark, question mark, question mark. I mean, he could just chain it during the battle phase, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
He can just do it at any point.
I mean, it still would have been dodged by the Sea Stealth. Still would have been
Oh,
detached. And,
Overflow. Cyber load up the
wait a
top of
second.
the
If he
deck.
sends it away, he has what, one impact? What's he got? Alright, so he set the impact off the Smiger. What's he got banished? What's he got banished?
I mean, wouldn't you just impact now and then remove whatever you impact with a Sea Stealth attack? And then your face-up garbage is safe from the Rampage Dragon when it hits the board? Like, you impact now, and then when the
You can
Rampage Dragon
impact
uses its
now.
effect, you chain the Sea Stealth attack.
That's good. That's good. You only lose your face down, your second face down. Yeah, that's good. That's what you do. Hines is right.
Nope, that's not what he does. He's got his own thing
Alright.
going on.
He
Because
disagrees.
he's boosting it too. He's boosting it. How much
That's in
boost
defense
does he-
position.
Yeah, but he's got Umi unboosting. Alright.
Nambry says that's coaching.
Yeah. Well, you knew that was the impact. Why didn't you target the other one?
My trap activates.
Now use your C stealth attack, or you lose your C stealth attack.
I'll show you no
All
It
right.
says I don't need.
Maybe the other one's the SSA. Maybe he's just got him. Just got it like that.
All right.
He's dumping cores.
It is SSA. It had a prompt in the end phase.
Nambiri said we're coaching, and Berlin correctly stating it's not coaching when they aren't listening.
Yeah, they're clearly not listening to us. So, like, they're doing all kinds of other things.
There's a good chance of language barriers. Oh, bye bye,
Alright,
Rampage Dragon. That's looking like a snack wrap.
And he's going.
So after you saw the impact, you really had to switch your what is that little twirly bird one named? It's a 1400 attack. You had to switch it back so that the 1300 couldn't run over it. Okay, but admittedly the Brio was going to run over it anyway. Guess you didn't have a way to prevent lethal anywhere.
But we do have to give big props to Yuya, going 3-2. You know, more than replacing himself
nice
for his
job.
team, getting counter pick advantage. Even though he had a bad matchup in that next matchup, he still did a great job for his team. So good for Yuya.
Yeah, that was good. 3-2 is the ultimate opening. That's exactly what you want.
I mean,
Yeah,
I prefer 4-2 myself, but no reason.
Yeah, I watched your
He's
4.
plus one value.
That was real solid. Dark Magician played a big role in your match, Heinz, and I think it showed the power of Yugi's deck, and I think it was very anime-like, and I enjoyed it. Thank you very much for doing that.
Hey,
Your
you know what? That's all we can
grandfather's deck
do.
has no pathetic cards.
Exactly. And the egg is my grandpa.
You ain't doing it right. You ain't doing it right unless you have Dark Magician with Exodia in there. Yeah. But
I'm trying
yeah.
to think. Did we actually? I think it was the Crystron matchup was the only game that we didn't win by way of Dark Magician. Was that what happened?
Yeah, y'all had a
Sounds
lot
about
of Dark
right.
Magician
we
wins.
played 3 of them. It's just
It was
There was
you
a couple of
and
mirror matches.
I watched
Dark
you
Magician.
and who? Cubio.
Cubio
And
went
to
off.
be blunt, one of the mirror matches they should have had you. Or no, they should have had Cubio. And then Cubio pulls out a double nav onto a double nav. Like so
Yep.
they had double nav going second, and Cubio had double nav set both active. It was insane. I don't know that I've ever seen that before.
yeah, man. That was
Yeah.
poor Shao's, man. That happens to him so
Yeah.
often. He just gets the short end of the stick, man. That was literally a coin flip. They opened the same thing, and that's
Same
just.
thing, yeah.
That's exactly what happens to Shao's all the time. It's ridiculous. He's such a
I
talented
felt
player,
for him
but that's
right
just
there.
the way she goes.
Oh, Shao's is a great duelist. But I think he just flipped second, right? Like they both opened double nav. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Shao's,
And, I
Shao's
don't think
still
that
the
was you,
only
though.
player in Timors with a 10-0 in a regular season game.
Shao's 10-0. Shao's pretty much dominates any non-meta tournament, and he is also extremely innovative. I've seen him play some very interesting decks, and he winds up playing it at a high level. A very good duelist. Very good duelist. I'd like to practice with him someday.
I'm sure he would take you up on that. He's friendly with everybody. He's also one of the nicest guys you could possibly talk to online. He's
Well,
wonderful.
Vera's saying he's only 14. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
14,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was 14.
Yep. 14-year-old little white girl, actually. A lot of people don't know that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Yeah. He's great that way.
Alright, so
Yeah.
SCO6
Shao's
kinda-
real name is Alexis Rhodes.
she's real? Oh my gosh.
I think
So they're
I
at the
think the egg
table,
is going dad
staring
mode.
each other
Oh,
down.
Kenny Kabuto left the table. He's side decking. What? That's illegal.
Judge. Alright, wait, the
It's gone
spectate button
again.
went live and he... Oh no, is that Shadow Game?
It better not be. Somebody shine some light in this. We are not having shadow games.
He's getting... Kenny Kabuto's getting serious now. He's like, come with me to the shadows. We're gonna have a real duel where nobody can see us. Thanks a lot.
Okay, is it actually a shadow duel?
It's looking like it. Because I saw them hop back on the table and then they just disappeared.
Yeah, it just vanished into thin air. Well, while we are waiting for these guys, I'll give a quick shout out to my co-casters. We got TheEgg69 who's doing some dad duties at the moment. Very likely cleaning up duties. And then we have DrkNFear, and he goes by Duel Links Lounge on Twitch. So make sure you head on over to twitch.tv/Duel Links Lounge and hit him with a follow. And you can also find me at twitch.tv/Heinz_Ketchum. But you probably don't want to do that because, you know, who wants to watch some bespectacled nerd play Duel Links? So go follow Duel Links Lounge.
I follow you.
And we also have our esteemed referee in the match channel is Alex Dopau, the breadman himself. He also streams Duel Links Team Wars from time to time. You go check him out as well, but doing the hard mod work in the back.
Thank you for everything you do, Alex Dopak. And it is a shadow game. They have confirmed it.
Yeah, they pinged me.
So
Thanks to
we just gotta hope for the best that somebody comes out alive. Maybe both of them come out alive in this shadow game.
Well, if Kenny Kabuto loses, he is actually losing his last life. You know, here in Team Wars, we do live twice, and Kenny Kabuto is on that last one. So how are you finding casting for Team Wars so far, DNF?
It's been pretty rewarding so far. I'm still getting used to a couple of things here. But, you know, with time and effort, I feel like I'll get better with it. But so far, so good, and I'm loving it, and glad to be casting with the man himself.
The Egg.
And the TheEgg69. The Ketchum of the Heinz.
Well, I'll be able to show you everything I've learned, all three things, throughout my time casting for Team Wars, and hopefully get you that caster of the season for Season 7.
One day, man, I'll be up there.
They do have caster awards every season. Got a whole awards channel and everything. You get your name up in the Duel Links Team Wars Hall of Fame.
I gotta make sure I go into the mirror and I gotta practice my puns, or I'll never be the next Heinz Ketchum.
That's true. You really do. The puns are the most important part, I would say.
Yeah, it's mandatory.
Yeah, I mean,
like
the
one
thing
or
is,
two.
though, is, you know, don't try too hard because they're completely pun intentional, huh? That's comedy right there. We've achieved top tier comedy during this shadow game.
Once you can make them laugh, it's over.
Verilyn says the
win
best
every
thing you
time.
can learn from Heinz is how to toe the line on getting banned. Yeah, that's actually probably more accurate. Is like you just walk that narrow line between like politically correct and getting canceled on Twitter. Just right on that little.
I know what that feeling's like. I was canceled on Twitch once.
Oh, real? For what? Oh yeah, never mind. I know why.
Oh yeah. What does DNF stand for? DrkNFear. Duh.
Yeah, with a soft C.
With a soft G. Where the C supposed to be.
DrkNFear.
Nezro. So we are over here praying for the safe return of Kenny Kabuto and his soul. So how's that Karibo farming coming along?
Oh man, it's insane. I'm gonna have. Oh, actually, I'm only four prismatics away from my 200 prismatic icon, so I'm pretty excited about that. Zarek says, "Do no finish in racing." What? Did no finish in racing? But Xerix, you're the best racist. What?
Racist? Oh no. What did I get myself
somebody that
into?
racist?
What's going on in the chat? He said he did not finish racist. Okay, that makes.
A racist is somebody that races, right?
Racist is a race.
Yeah. I'm actually from a mixed race family. My dad preferred the 400 meter, and my mom was white.
Oh wow, that's plenty different races going on right there. He's like, I'm gonna run this way. She's like, actually go for this race.
Hey guys, sorry, what did I miss?
Oh, nothing. It's a shadow game, so we're just chilling, waiting for this to finish up. And Verilyn's calling DrkNFear cringe for some reason.
Cringe?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Fear would be nice.
I know, it's me.
Alright, is cringe bad? I don't know, y'all do all kinds of slang, I don't understand.
You whippersnappers.
I'm not too familiar with this whole cringe movement.
Biscuits. And I knew that was gonna get Xerix. I knew I was gonna get Xerix on that one. Anyway, alright, what are we talking about? Wait, what are these two teams? Switcheroo, they're pretty good. What they do last year? Let's go look it up. I'm gonna look it up. Alright, in Season 6, Switcheroo was... Well, I don't know what they were, because I can't find that. Alright, Xerix, where's the Season 6 stuff?
They were 5-5 from the Scrap Loop division with a +5 round differential in the regular season.
Why do I feel like they did really well Season 5? I'm gonna look up Season 5 real quick. Because I think that was the first time they
read
really
the
did.
rest.
Confirmation of a game finishing Soul 1.
Oh, good.
Alright, I'll hit the blocker on that and I'll play this. I do want to read the rest of the teams that were above them in their division as they were 5-5. Number 4 was Bricks and Potatoes.
They're alright.
Number 3 was Smogon Duel Links, the Season 4 champions. Number 2 was Sun Clan, which I believe was champions the season before that. And number 1 was the nearly undefeated 9-1, 39 round differential Phoenix in season 6. So
hotter than the sun, blah blah blah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was a lot of good teams. Yeah, and then Season 5 they were 8-2, only behind Forbidden Memories, made the playoffs. Yeah, this is a good squad. Uh-oh. Blocker, that's really funny. Alright. So yeah, we watching it on stream together here. Let's see. So it was SSA versus a No Mortal. It looks like the No Mortal has a normal prismatic card down there somewhere. It's kind of interesting.
How dare you say that? That is a blocker and nothing else.
Yeah, your blocker ain't quite blocking. So yeah, it has a normal prismatic Dark Magician, which means this was Dark Magician. And he starts Sulph, he gets out the little Parasitordal, which means he gets a special summon from hand next turn, meaning he will probably finish with one in hand, yes. He will certainly do that. He's going to pop here, the Scrap Recycler. This friend will search the one in hand that he'll finish with. No, he's going to diss that Smiger. He's going to go ahead and auto summon into the Amatrix. And set. So the Smiger is still in hand. This is interesting. So Dark Magician opened the presumed combo. We knew he had Dark Magician in hand, so he probably has an active Navi. The Crystron player went totally aggro. Insectron and Amatrix, both 25s, which is a problem for Dark Magician, but is also a problem for him. Oh, he can go Whale here. That is awesome. Undine there. Oh, I don't know. I might have. Yeah, no, you don't go Whale because he would have just targeted the SSA. Good call. You can't banish anymore. There goes the Amatrix.
I'd say you probably target the Umi, not the SSA, because the Whale would be 2550 with the Umi.
Yeah. The Umi is exactly what he would target here. Well, he'd target the SSA to keep the Insectron down to 23, right? So, But it's already over because he wound up having double Navi.
Yeah. Can't
So-
really do much to answer that.
Nah, double
Yeah.
Navi, two negates, didn't have SSA in the first place. Probably a Cyclone held in hand anyway. That's game.
But the next game is ready.
Perfect. Let's go to it. Came to listen to Egg a bit. That will make me sleep better. And I'm the old dude. Wow. Wow.
Going to sleep at 9 o'clock at night. Ridiculous.
Alright.
Got no repair.
Alright, so who was
Jeez,
the
mirror match.
DM? Who was the DM? It was SCO6. Okay. So it's not a DM mirror because you never run 21 cards in a DM. So this is Heroes. This is Heroes. For sure. So no mortal can resist Heroes. Has to be. Let's see if I'm right.
So optimal opening for the Dark Magician player with the full
If you
back
double
row.
nav again. Oh, it's 3 a.m. for Xerix.
And
You called
the
it.
Egg's deductive reasoning.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
it's a really nice combo piece. The No Mortal Can Resist Heroes. PDS played it to second place in the Meta Weekly this week. I think it was also a 21 card version, no true nade with econs. I think anyway. And so you need to watch out for econ in this version of the build. Also, I top 8'd that Meta Weekly and I played Soon Soon, and he was playing the same thing except with Tretch. Maybe PDS was playing Tretch. So anyway,
Strado's coming out.
yeah, there it is. So he's gonna pop. He can tell the delays. Well, there's clearly a delay here. So there's a live nav or a Tretch.
Yeah, he's playing this.
Yeah, see, yeah. Oof. So if he has Tretch nav set, he has to activate both. He just doesn't have a choice, and then he'll lose his circle.
And also the increase can help dodge potential treacherouses.
That's true.
It's a huge moment right here. The suspense is killing me. What is that backward?
He's got to have Tretch nav. It has to be Tretch nav, and he has to activate both. And he will lose his circle, and he will not get a banish. And he doesn't have an option. Like I don't. I mean,
Okay,
anyway.
navigation.
well, if he puts that in, he still loses his circle, and then the Tretch wouldn't be live. He wouldn't have two navs here, right?
Potentially not 2 navigation, but we do see the increase going off. If this is a Cosmic Cyclone from No Mortal Can Resist, we could be seeing the increase go down, but it is not. Chain resolving. Right?
Yep. Well played on hero players in.
Now that's a double pop now because the Stratos is down, and it's a non-targeting effect, so as it resolves, it'll pop 2.
What was it?
Illusion Magic.
It was an illusion magic. So, increases effect is going to activate Search and Vion out the deck.
Now keep in mind, Vion cannot use its effect to search out a polymerization, as Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer is preventing banishing from the grave. And that's a scoop.
He's scooping. Yeah, the way he played that was just so smart. Played around the treacherous. He had the increase in the back row, just waiting.
Was that a scoop? Or was that like a disconnection? What happened there exactly? That seems like an odd time to scoop to me, right? Like, he did have the bigger monster on the board. There was no guarantee of a mask change, right?
Maybe he felt the toggle.
Maybe. So, no repair, taking a W there, right?
Yep, and... Alright, he's leaving the table.
You would be switching decks now. And that moves the score to 3-4.
So now that his Dark Magician deck is out the way, what deck do you think he's going to come in with next?
Yeah, you know, I don't know a whole lot about Soul Cardinal. What you have to expect if you're playing Dark Magician, you're going to have your Dark Magician go down to something like either, you know, Cyber Dragons. You know, there's kind of that 50-50. The player who goes first has the better chance. Or something like Heroes. Heroes is oftentimes a counterpick for Dark Magician. So you have to think, what beats both Cyber Dragons and Heroes? And I think a potential pair could be Crystron's.
Crystron's a dude, yeah, really well in that matchup, having all that floating capability and then the aim and tricks disruption.
Yeah, I think the really the only prayer that Heroes have is Open Plasma, or, you know, really just, you know, get that No Mortal off as fast as they can. But here comes Soul Cardinal to answer all of our questions for us.
And he's going back in. All right, Yugi, and it's Element Sabers, and he's open optimally with the Malehu Palace back row combination.
Just one back row. Now we have seen these No Mortal Can Resist heroes opting to play things like a combination of Tretch and Cosmic Cyclone. So wondering if he's got a Cosmic Cyclone, and there it is.
He does have the Cosmic. He's
Ask
like,
as you shall receive.
So now his only enemy is that back row at this point, unless he has another Element Saber in hand. So Vision Hero Ferris tossing Malicious. So definitely something you want to see opening hand.
Now Stratos can pop back row as well. We saw it in the last match. Let's see if he's got that as well. I mean, the man's had everything so far. Heroes just
this is already looking extremely well for him, and he hasn't used his normal summon yet. And there it is. It's a Vion.
So hard once per turn effect on both effects from Vion. Oh no, it's only the one effect.
Tossing a Celestial.
You can search polymerizations as often as you want. As many Vions as you have, you can search polys. Interesting. I didn't know that. I thought there was both effects hard once per turn.
My monster's effect activates. Very well. I special summon a monster. My monster's effect activates.
Vion number 2.
Alright, so sorry. A lot of things going on Saturday night. Busy with 7 and 3-year-olds. Alright. Where are we?
We got Heroes versus Element Sabers. We just saw the Heroes beat. What was it?
Polymerization.
And, yeah, coming in against Element Sabers.
Got it. Let me catch this one up. Element Saber's only set 1. That Cyclone's gonna kill him.
Adoration enters the board, so it's looking like we're going to see some reduction on the E-Saber players in, but he walked right into the floodgate.
It also looks like no delay, so there's no E-Saber in hand.
Oh, there's some delays going on right now in response to this floodgate. There is a waiting period right now. So is there a mass change or is that?
Yeah, it's gonna be mask, right?
Has to be.
Yeah, so that's a mask, because he wouldn't be even thinking about the Maleo. So that's a mask, no E-Saber in hand. This floodgate is the only way he doesn't die. I mean, let's see, 28 is 8, 900, another 28 and 16. Yeah, he's dead. If it's mask, he's dead. So really, the question is,
My turn.
So yeah, he decided not to go.
I set this card face down. From my hand.
And another Palace off the top of the deck, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's a big pick. So what's the set then? Because if it was mask, he missed lethal.
Yeah, it's probably not mask change. It could very well be Treacherous Trap Hole. We have seen Treacherous coming through for heroes lately as they've taken the route of Cosmic Cyclones as their back row hate.
Then what was the delay?
Oh, I don't know. I missed that. I was on a short nature break.
Oh, there was. Sorry. It was a delay off of the floodgate on the Adoration. There was a delay, and it was definitely on the hero side. So that delay and this delay right here. I mean, this could be Maleo delay, but I don't think so. He's attacking in. Oh, maybe I was wrong. It is Maleo delay, but maybe he's forcing the mask here. Yeah, he probably is.
Now, I do kind of like this this Malehu delay here. Using Malehu to put the Ferris face down forces
Chalice.
no damage so the increase doesn't come out.
Oh, no damage down.
My turn.
Econ. It was Econ. It had to be Econ. Okay. Yeah. Econ would give a delay off the floodgate. That would be confusing. He held the delay just to be confusing. He didn't have lethal because it was 19 and 16. He would have proc Destiny Draw and died. It's Econ set. Okay. Now I know.
All right, let's see if that reasoning works out for the egg once again. He's going full Rain Man mode on us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could be
No
wrong.
tribute for Paris.
Summon a
Oh wow, a
We'll
tribute
switch out.
Ferret.
Effect activates.
That's a Vision Hero Monarch. Ferret Monarch. The Ferris Monarch. Vision Hero, the Ferris
Ferris the
Monarch.
Monarch.
Yeah.
He needs to know Mortal here too, just in case there's an Alistair off the top or he doesn't have lethal. Needs to know Mortal.
Alright, it's going through.
He might try to know. No, he's not gonna Maleo to the battle phase for sure. He's gonna draw off the Celestial. 2 mass changes his game. No, it's not. Not with the increase. He'd have to bring the increase out and 2 mass changes his game. Okay.
Yeah, Malehu with Castle is so strong, especially in this matchup. It's just holding him back.
Yeah, it's huge. It's absolutely huge. Mask is needed. So there's the No Mortal that we knew was coming.
Phase.
He must not have drawn. He might have drawn both. Well, no, he didn't draw. He would have done something different. Another back row, no Alistair off the top. You definitely go ahead and use your Maleo effect so you can dump another E-Saber, increase your rate of Alistair, get to 2300. You can wait to prompt it out by attacking first. The problem is if it's a set Chalice, although it doesn't, I didn't see anything in the damage step when he attacked in. So if it's a set Chalice, that's what, 2000? Okay. So really I'm still sticking to the Econ. I'm sticking to the Econ. It still could be Chalice, but I'm sticking to the Econ.
Just as I expected.
He's putting another increase in the back row.
Oh jeez, maybe he has all monsters in hand.
My turn. I draw.
Yeah, it seems like he wisely didn't dump that time around, as the No Mortal would just turn whatever he dumped into a Skull Servant once again.
Yeah. This is interesting. It's a really good duel, actually. That Maleo is very oppressive, apparently.
And he ends
You
the
know, I guess
turn.
the... Wow, I don't
End my turn.
get it. I guess if he has Masked Monster in hand, he's already backboard locked, right?
Well,
Apuila, that's the game. It's done.
Yeah.
It's exact. Well, it's not exactly full, but
We'll never even see the background.
I mean, on the reverse end too, he could have searched it as well, so that was just bound to happen.
Back row, red like Econ or Chalice, but I didn't see a damage step thing, so Econ or Chalice, I guess. Yeah,
the
Econ
heck?
Chalice. Or it's Cosmic
Oh.
Cyclone, I guess. But if it was Cosmic Cyclone, he would have opened up his field to do different things. It wasn't Cosmic Cyclone.
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
probably Econ or Challenge.
if it was a Cosmic Cyclone, he wouldn't just leave one back row chilling there the whole time.
Nah, he would have knocked it. And he would actually, if it was Cyclone, he would have knocked that floodgate in the first place. Like, it was Econ or Chalice.
Yeah, it's not like he's sitting on a Chalice or a Cosmic going, you know what? I'm just gonna let him use that back row because there's nothing I like better than being put face down.
No worries. It could only be everything that can stop my play. Yeah. No, yeah, it was Econ or Chalice, and he didn't have lethal with 21 and 16, and he didn't have an increased carry. Maybe that's what he was looking for. Is could he have floated the malicious or something? I think he floated the malicious for the adoration, and that's what didn't give him game.
If you are a true duelist, I expect nothing less than your best strategies.
Duel. My turn. Now.
All right, opening solitaire.
Shira.
Shira.
My monster's effect
So Shira against E-Sabers. What y'all think?
Special summon 'em. I set a card face
This is
down.
gonna be an interesting duel so far. 'Cause, I mean, they both have the heavy back row. They both have mechanics of disruption.
Yeah, I think for sure, Nui, you really want to have that Lancia in the Handsia.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that's all
Because
there
of
could
the
very well
right
turn
there.
into a purge.
That dude.
And that element flavor played, he's like, yep, I definitely want my Alistair. No,
So you
Fiendish Chain
better
says
have a
no.
Fiendish Chain so he doesn't get that search. And you better hope this
can-
man's not got that second invocation in the hand already.
Yeah,
It's
but he
like,
could
I
have done
don't need to keep
things.
Purgatrio this early.
If he had Econ taken that level 2 tuner, he would have gotten the effect.
And he
There's that.
still has the invocation
Nah,
in
I
hand.
thought
Oh no.
Boys said, I don't care.
That's a cool
said,
card. Let me
"Gotcha."
show you mine.
Yeah, nice card. Boom. Okay, so we're gonna see Void Trap Hole for sure, right? It has to happen. Everything has happened exactly like it should. Fiendish Chain on the Alistair, but still at Invocation. Summons off of the Fire Monster in the grave, and has Void Trap Hole. Boom. Exactly like it should happen.
I mean, it's in the script. I mean, if they
It's
start
the
going
script.
off script now, I don't know.
Yeah. Zarek's wrote the script, so yeah. There we go. Void Trap Hole, right? Come on.
Ooh,
Don't even lie.
Prismatic Purge. He's
Oh,
ad-libbing a bit.
bro.
He's on script, but he's ad-libbing.
He had no delay at all.
That is not what you want to see.
That's
Bro, this
So he's going
game.
in. He's going in.
This
Is that
game.
game?
Goodbye. This game.
That's if this
is
man
done.
had a Lancia and he's like, you know what? I'll bluff set it.
Bullshit, Nancy.
Man,
Nah.
this is crazy.
So he has a
Oh
bad-
my
That's
god,
the
it's
damage
going
step.
through.
Oh my!
Alright,
What was
boom.
that?
Alright, done.
No Ballista
That's double
Squad. Cosmics? They
Double
were both
Cosmic
Cosmic?
Cyclone. It's double Cosmic Cyclone again.
I just want to point out the fact that we said this was going to be an interesting game. It just kind of.
It was not interesting at all.
Well, I hate
Okay.
to see it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. What could it possibly be that would have caused it to be game there? So, what is sheer run in the back row that those two cards could possibly be? Because Chain would have been great. Floodgate, Void, both would have been great. So it's none of those. It could be if it was Lance. If it was Lance, he would have used it on the Alistair. So Lance
definitely not
doesn't
Lance.
work there.
Lance,
And
Lance
Cosmic
and
Cyclone for sure.
Even like the best, thing to have two cosmics. So
yeah,
that's
you're not playing
unfortunate.
Lance in the no mortal build anyway because Cosmic's taking that slot, so it had to be two Cosmics,
Well,
right?
maybe
Or
if
like
you
a
play a
bluff
Scub
gold
version
Sark.
with two Cosmic on your Smurf. But yeah, which is what I did. Only because I have a Scuff version on my free-to-play account. Yeah, so Cosmic, a bluff set gold sarcophagus, and Cosmic, a bluff set gold sark, a Lancia, a set Lancia would work. Holy crap, I don't know. That's terrible.
If he said a
Yeah, this
Lancia,
is
though,
alright.
man,
This
that's
is a really unfortunate situation to be in when you're looking at that and not having any way to defend it, especially after you had the chain for the Alistair.
Yeah, you had the chain too.
Invocation anyway.
You know, it wasn't Ballista. I mean, like,
if it was Ballista,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
It could have been so many different things.
like I can pick at least 9 things. It could have been that it wasn't, and I don't know what it was.
It just had to be
Maybe
2000s. It just had to
maybe
be.
he was running Invoke Shira, and it was a set invocation.
That's true. That could be the
Oh,
case,
no.
and they do run No Mortal in that deck.
Yeah.
Soul Cardinal says, drawing invocation in my opening hand is my specialty.
Oh yeah, that's
What I do.
all right. So here's the DM, which
Here we're
needed
looking
to
at the
come in
future of
earlier, I
Marvel
think.
coming together here.
Set a card on the field. I end my turn.
3 back row.
It's my turn.
Think
Yeah.
about it.
Draw a card.
So let's see what happens, because
House of
there's
the
so many
Elemental
things. The best play I love in this is the set Navi, set Tretch, Kaiku off the Alistair plus another monster on the field.
Mhm.
So beautiful.
Ugh, he's going
So
straight away
He's
with that
saying
navigation.
now.
Bro,
He's like, no more of that.
bro.
Good man's causing these elemental lords a housing crisis. Ugh.
All right, you
been-
gotta
you
have,
out here,
you
you
gotta have
ripping them?
illusion magic, right?
I set
It's gotta be illusion magic, right? Has to be.
this card face down.
Bro, you got lucky there was no Alistair. I just,
For real.
And no monster at all, so he's just straight up just doesn't have anything. Just back row. He needed to search that palace.
it's
That's so. That's unfortunate.
It's gotta be illusion. There was a delay. Illusion magic or
Dark Magic Circle.
yeah, it's illusion magic
He's
because he
big.
wouldn't play a second circle. There's no way he plays second circle if he doesn't have something he can activate. So if he activates the illusion magic on the DM, he gets a second summon. So even if he has a chain, no, the chain would be bad. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
Fiendish Chain on that Magician of Dark Illusion going to turn its effect off, and the attack of the Dark Magician is going to go through. He attacked with it first, meaning Destiny Draw is going to go off.
what was that delay?
He's giving his opponent Destiny Draw by attacking with the Dark Magician first. Really doesn't have a choice here. He's chained up on the Magician.
Really?
He's using Illusion Magic, but
He has
really,
to have another illusion magician in hand in order for this to.
even on his own
Yes.
turn, it's not going to do anything.
This isn't gonna
Let
do
me resolve
anything.
them.
Oh wait, he can negate though the chain, right? Yeah, he can
Yeah.
negate the chain. The nab's been in the grave, so he can still attack.
Oh.
He can do it!
Negate the chain.
Oh.
Ugh.
He can negate the chain. Oh well, no, he can't.
Was he-
No. I apologize. He can't negate the chain. His name is no longer Dark Magician.
Oh, right.
And because
So he needed to
his
negate it
effect
first and
turns
then
his
do it.
name- His effect turns his name back to Magician of Dark Illusion, and therefore your navigation is no
Yeah.
longer active, and so his name is not Dark Magician. Therefore, he did not get the negate. There you go.
That's an easy thing to forget about.
Dark Magician forgot who he was, though. That's unfortunate.
Here's the problem I have. The order is not to go into the battle phase when you have something that you could possibly set. You should do the illusion magic immediately, then Magician of Dark Illusion, and he does his effect. Then you can set this card that's closest to the extra deck, because the other two cards are two Dark Magicians off the illusion magic. That way you can set your nav, you see? And
Yeah.
so in this case he can't set his nav, and he's got a 2100.
Well, he missed the banish as well, right? Because he didn't summon anything.
Say
this turn.
again?
He missed the banish
Well,
as well. He could have banished
yeah,
one of those
he
back
did.
row cards and have it
You
live
gotta
negate
banish
for
him
the
for
other one.
attack.
Yeah, he misses the banish as well, and there's another few things. He wouldn't have the illusion magician in attack mode. He would have it in defense mode. In attack mode, if you have a palace and you summon Malehu off the palace with no back row, the Malehu can actually run into this illusion magician, causing you to have an empty field and 2 bricks in hand. So. And now he's going La Puella, and that's great because he locked his back row with 2 circles. So the La Puella is just going to legitimately negate anything as long as he can protect it for 1 turn before he turns it into defense mode. I think the E-Saber won this matchup, barring a normal summon Dark Magician or a top. No, he can't top deck Nav at all. Yeah, he can. He can. No, he can't.
Because he
can't
shuffled off
negate.
the illusion. He can.
Yeah,
but,
no,
I mean,
he's. Yeah. No,
so
I'm saying he
he's
can't
locked
use the
into
nav.
one spell trap, and there's one lock.
Right. I don't think he can use the nav because the Lapuella can just now negate anything that the back row is, and he can't negate the palace because he doesn't have a dark magician on the field. I
Yeah.
think this game is over.
Legitimately,
Yeah, he needs a way to
playing
get
that
over
dark
the
magical
defeat.
circle last turn, before using the illusion magic, before banishing anything, he killed himself. He cannot get that off the board now. He's got one negate.
Now
and
Malehu's back.
this is just really poor positioning from Misaka, and Soul Cardinal gets to make him pay for it.
I mean, he's just gonna wait till Alistair and kill him. All right. He needs that magician somehow. He clash. Okay, if he has clash, he can then save that rod, and he will have. So he needs clash. Anything but clash is game. He can save that rod, and then he can normal summon one of the dark magicians in his hand. Okay. And then get a banish off of that. He doesn't have clash. It's
Yeah,
over.
he would also be able to
Right.
disconnect his Magician of Dark Illusion, but
Yeah, because the clash, of course, the monster send is a cost. So you'd pay the cost. I think you pay the cost before the Lapuella
yeah.
kicks in, and so
You won't get a reduction, but you still save the monster, and the attack can't be redeclared because it's in the damage step.
yeah. But if he had clash, here's the thing: if he had clash, he should have classed the illusion magic when the Lapuella was in attack mode, so that he could free it from the fiendish chain. So we knew it wasn't clash.
Yeah, he
so
would have
this,
done that
this
2
card
turns
is
ago.
nothing.
Then again,
I
you know
think
what?
he already died.
We made some reads on potential cards that it could be
Activate
before,
navigation.
and plays that he should
This
have
is gonna
done,
be-
and we've been wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean it's just over. He's nabbing now. Maybe he finally pulled the clash. Ooh, Tamaya. No, you can't. He's not Dark Magician. Tamaya's won't work.
Curtain?
Herald
Harold!
of the Abyss.
Oh, Dirty
that
Harry of the
doesn't-
Abyss!
Oh, now Tamias. Oh wait, no, Tamias won't work.
But if he just has an element saber in
Now if
hand,
he
he
has
can
a
just flip it
nav-
face down. Oh, it doesn't. Okay.
Yeah, he needs a nav. If he sets a second nav, see, he had to open the spot for the Herald, and then he had to set a second nav because there's no longer a negate. And now, if he has nav there, he has something. He might. Oh wow, that was a good play. That was a good tech. That Herald was good.
Yeah, last night Cubio was winning games left and right off of Herald of the Abyss, not only triggering the No Mortal Can Resist, that 500-point buffer is actually really nice because you can't just counter it so easily. You know, you can't just crash some things in. It's a little bit more difficult to play around than just the old Cosmic Cyclone. And
He was
good
waiting
removal.
for that other nav to activate nav. Here's the real thing that I'm. You know, I actually, if I was the E-Saber player, on the turn he summoned the Malehu, I would have sent the Malehu face down so that I could have built my graveyard bigger to make my Malehus bigger later. Because he didn't go fast enough into that defense position monster, and it's essentially acting like a wall since he seemingly doesn't have Alistair in the deck. I don't know.
Alright.
Now he's gonna
And
have that big
engagement.
vanilla on the board though, so he can now start doing some negations with those navigations.
Oh, bro, he's got so much. He's got so much. He can go here. He can pop with the. He's gonna banish. He's gonna pop with the rod on the rod. That's gonna open up a slot, and he can negate now. The Fiendish Chain is what he should do. He should negate the Fiendish Chain. With the other magical navigation, he needs to negate the Fiendish Chain right now. Like, if he doesn't do it now, he'll have a Dark Magician that's face down. But if he negates the Fiendish Chain, then the Illusion Magician, he didn't do any of it. Correct. Okay.
We can flip summon the magician now.
Correct, but he would have had, didn't he have a Rod in the grave?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it got attacked over, so he had Rod pop on Rod with a Illusion Magic summon of a second Dark Magician from grave. So we would have had 2 Dark Magicians and Illusion Magician rather than just 2 Dark Magicians here. So
He's going directly. He says, "No, never
I mean,
mind."
this is
it's
2
2
negates,
negates.
so
It's
this is
game.
fine, yeah.
It's game.
I mean, unless there's Sphere Karibo, we have seen Element Sabers play Sphere Karibo lately, but we do not this time around. And it looks
And
like
just
clogging
like
that board,
that,
he just
turn
had to
around.
wait it out. No Alistair the Invoker coming through, and it really saved
Yeah.
his life there. Misaka
Also a
takes the
hell of a
game.
comeback.
You know, he needed it though. I mean, Switcheroo was in a rough spot, and you know, it looked sketchy, but they pulled through in the end. And really, that's what it's all about. You know, sometimes you do need to get a little lucky. And Soul Cardinal with a very respectable 3-2 once again, just like Yuya.
He drew into how many non-Alistair cards?
Whole bunch. According to my math.
It was a lot. Like, it was a lot of non-Alistair cards. Like, 4, 5.
He played around the navigation and he still loses to it in the end because he had that setup.
Yeah, and I don't think the E-Saber guy was doing it to where he built up quick enough to get over the 2500 defense, because that 2500 defense was a wall. Yeah.
Because he would have been able to get over the illusion, it would have been really holding him back, and his monsters would have been bigger than the Dark Magicians that could have came out.
And, you know, he would have been respecting the old adage of thinning is winning as well, which, you know, maybe he would have gotten closer to those Alistairs if he was milling that deck out faster.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna watch the replay of that later. I think that both of them could have played it differently. I think the Dark Magician player had a better board. He wound up having a lethal board, but I think he had a better board than what he wound up having. I don't know.
We do have a resident Dark Magician expert in the chat, Buns Draco. Maybe he could weigh in on the situation and tell us what the superior play was. You know, you can't find anybody better than the expert themselves, right?
For Buns, but yeah, Buns on my team. He's very good. He just says still lose, LOL. I don't know what he's referring to.
Oh, actually, you know what? You know who we really need is Max K. Max K is above all the Dark Magician experts. From what I've heard,
bro.
He told me. He said that he's above all Dark Magician experts.
He let you know. He let you know.
He did.
It's good. It's nice.
He's in my DMs every now and again. Nice enough fella to me. I don't know. Some people don't seem to like him. I'm not sure why, but.
I've literally never had conversation with him. He said, so I got no opinion.
Best
I remember I 2-0'd him in Team Wars once. That's all I remember.
It can't have happened. He's undefeated.
No, he was 0-2 against me.
Undefeated, undisputed, Mr. Egg. I'm pretty sure that you might want to go and check the records once again.
I'm actually pretty sure it was with Stahl, to be honest with you.
Doubly impossible. He's never lost a stall in his life, and you got to go and maybe you were having some fever dreams or something, and that's what made you believe that.
It could be that, or I'm gonna pull the match report right now. Either way, yeah. What season was that?
Actually, honestly, I was casting an Armades Army match in Winter League, and one of the highlights of my time was Max K getting a game loss because his teammate said repeat and didn't tell Max that he was supposed to repeat, so Max went in with his own deck, and then the teammate was like, I'm not Max just went in with his own deck, and the teammate was like, oh, never mind, it's not a repeat. And then the ref was like, well, you said it, so you lose.
You lose then. That's how the rules work.
And 10 minutes later, during the match, in transfer news was Max K leaving the team. It was beautiful.
Okay, so I'm gonna send you something. Here, okay. Mr. Hines.
I'm gonna tell the chat right now that this is Photoshop already.
Yeah, it's definitely 100% photoshopped.
Tell by the pixels.
Right from Team Wars. Yeah, you can check that out if you want. All right.
We got some more heroes. The season style.
I'm just happy that my memory worked.
Oh, that was the 3-hour game, the 6-hour game.
Mm-hmm.
I remember this. Yeah, that was right after we beat Bless RNG beat Bricks and Potatoes with Stall, and you and Jay were talking. I remember this, and then you went in with Stall to lead, and it took 6 hours. That was beautiful.
Yep, I went Stall to lead, and I 0-2'd one player.
Beautiful.
I set a card
I still
Oh,
feel
this
bad
game.
every time I see Sniffus. I still think back to the poor guy get stuck going up against Stall as like the last couple players. It was him and Shiny.
I actually, let's see. I think the streamer for that, it might be on the ticket, but I think the streamer for that was Brims, and yeah, Brims and Danky, and Brims quit halfway through. He just said, "I'm done. I'm not gonna watch another stall match," and like he stopped talking for like 2 hours.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's just like, "I'm finished."
It's, and Hideki stuck it out. It was beautiful. And somehow they didn't get stream of the season, which was
Treacherous.
How did that not get stream of the season?
I don't know. It
Like,
had to have. And you know what? They did away with it. When I did last season, I did 3 matches in one stream. They did away with it, and I didn't get stream of the season for that.
Bruh, 3 and 1?
Yeah.
How do you even talk for that? I can't do that.
I did 3 matches at the
can't
same
think
time.
that
It was
long.
actually it was a standard length. It was only about a 3-hour stream, and every match went 10-7 at the exact same time. It was really weird. Yeah,
That's crazy.
it certainly
And
was.
he's gonna change
Nasco
the
change.
response to the Treacherous.
So this is a Tretch on the what deck? Was this the DM deck, that one?
Yeah.
So he was running a Prizzy Tretch. So he wasn't running the Clash anyway. Okay, gotcha. So he was running Tretch in that deck. So he actually had another out off of a top deck. Alright, let's see. He doesn't have any banishes. He did not bring out Kaiku because the Vion is gone anyway. He's gonna get DM run over. Yeah, he's gonna get DM run over, Mass Change Search. He might have a summon from the grave. Does he have a Mally? Did he send Mally?
I don't think he sent a Molly.
Okay, so he didn't send Mally.
Vion randomly and banished the Ferris.
Oh, and he banished the Ferris. So he sent. Oh yeah, so he sent. Okay. So that's all he's gonna do is just search the Mass Change, and I would keep it in hand because he has another monster in hand for sure. Maybe it's increase, and that's why he didn't do anything with it. I'd keep it in hand.
Yeah,
That
that
rod is
special
causing
summon
you no
rod.
trouble.
Yeah, that's not a threat at all.
Not with 2 cards in hand for Dark Magician. It would need to be Circle Navi with the circle into a DM.
It's not like he's playing See You Later to bring that back and normal summon it again.
He's not playing Clash because you saw the Tretch. This is game. Okay.
Oh no. Yes,
Yeah,
that
so-
too. You don't want to defend against this.
Yeah, I guess
Game.
theoretically you could play 1 Clash, 1 Tretch. It's not even a bad.
Oh,
bad combo,
sorry.
really.
Sorry. Thank you. You can, and you absolutely can. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Heinz. You're right. Yes.
Stratos entering the board, yeah, it's going on
Well,
every time.
we know he has Mask in hand, so he can go into another Anki or a Blast, and he gets another Search. It's game. Yep. Okay. Scoop it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna start writing the score down right here because I've never seen a Dark Magician with a Sphere Karibo and not in the side deck.
I've never seen this Dark Magician with a speaker. Yeah, no, this is GG. GG, well played. You know, it's gonna be Kite Roid. 1 Tretch, 1 Kite Roid.
Yeah, that'll help when you break, man. That's nasty when that happens.
Well, I think the key play here was the Cyclone on the circle. So, Cyclone on the circle allowed no banishment, and Heroes has a lot of their own field plays, and Dark Magician has one way to interrupt your field that isn't a semi-limited card. So, you know, lower chance to open it, and that way is circle. And so, that's it. It's done. Cyclone on the circle, you don't get the search, it's GG.
Yeah, Rafa going in.
Oh, I just made the score wrong. It's actually 4-7.
4-7. 4-7 which way? Forbidden Ones, right?
For the Forbidden Ones.
Yeah, Forbidden One's doing really well here.
So good use of the counter pick as well for Rafa there. Coming in Dark Magician, or Heroes for Dark Magician. Works out very well, and that's one of the nice things about if you have so many decks left, you know, they still have 6 decks left. And this kind of midway point in the war, having that many decks left is really nice for these counter picks. It gives you some nice flexibility, and being able to just slide right into the heroes for that matchup, very, very nice. And that's where those early leads come in so handy. Yo1 in the chat as well. He's on that roster for Forbidden Ones, hasn't had to play yet, and he's probably hoping for his team that he doesn't have to play at all. But you know, it's definitely rough for the other team when Way One knocks the dust off his deck and sits down at the table.
So these guys are staring each other down.
Just staring across the table with contempt for each other.
Uh-oh, Rafa was like, oh no, his stare is too strong. I'm gonna leave. Oh, he's back. Alright, we got that spectate button.
The peer pressure from us roasting them was getting to them, and now they've given us something better to spectate. But he does have Jesse Anderson coming in, which is a pretty good matchup, I would say. Going against heroes, right? And now Rafa's in the
you know, it depends a little bit, I guess. What is it, Grit? No, it's 30 card TC Christrons, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you guys feel about the Christrons when they're going against No Mortal Can Resist?
Yeah, I think it depends. Again, see, the Crystron deck can play around Cosmic Cyclone, and what we did was we saw a Cosmic Cyclone non-true nade build, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the Crystron deck can play around Cosmic Cyclone, but it can't play around a standby phase econ. So depending on if this is a Tretch or a standby phase Tretch or a main phase or a your turn Tretch, and so depending on what the semi-limited card is, I think the Crystron player, I think that plays the difference in this game. I think the Cyclone plays almost no difference in this game because you can just toss Impact with the Solf next turn, play totally around it, and you don't have SSA or
lead.
Yeah, so
MDS boy in the chat saying Grucius GG, taking note of Grucius winning 2-1 over Yoshifumi in the MCS.
Congratulations, Grucius. Absolute congratulations. Wonderful job.
It's about time you won
Putting
something
in
big.
work for the squad.
No one would be more deserving, to be honest. He is the one of, if not the best in the community. So, congratulations, Grucius.
Definitely a top tier player.
Someone clip this and send it to him, please.
And he beat Wayne Knopf in the top 4 as well, so he didn't really have an easy way to the top there.
He's got to put that up on his plaque.
Went up against in top 32. He went up against Smoke on Duel Links' Belerigen. Then he went up against Dark Ragno, and then Chris Olivier, and then Wayne top 4, and then Yoshifumi from Destiny Draw in the final. So he definitely had a rough road to the top.
Like that's a pretty unforgiving bracket right there.
Yeah, he's definitely he fought his way up, man.
Yeah, he's definitely popping some champagne right now.
What was that? It was like what was the prize pool on that? Pretty big, $1,400, something like that.
Nice. Sends the Celestial with the Ferris effect, so didn't have Mally in hand to do the extra play. Ferris is gonna go ahead and do his little shenanigans. He needs a semi-limit card. This is a strong field. You got a Banished Spurn, so that plays around the No Mortal. You got nothing to CC except your own increase. You got the Tuner on field. You got the Turtle, which is going to have a special summon from hand when it's in the grave, which will be very soon.
And you do see Stratos adding Stratos, not a Destiny Hero Plasma, which is really the monster that you want the most in this matchup.
I agree with you. That's terrible, Hines. That's a really bad situation for the hero player. Maybe he has double mask. I don't know. He's forcing, of course, the Citri right now. Citri will go into a level, 5? Yeah.
It's going to be the
It's
Amethyst.
better to get it out the way, I guess, right? So it's not holding him back.
So the Egg, there is somebody called ASAP Turtle. I don't know if you know this guy or not, but he's in the chat. He says, Egg got that perfect NASCAR announcer voice.
that perfect NASCAR.
If you ain't in first, you're
Dude,
last.
I'm from the south, you know it, baby.
Another left turn! Another left turn!
All right, this is game. Okay, so he's just gonna do all his shenanigans, and he's gonna wind up with. He can't quar, can he?
He ends up with the Rihanna at the end of all this.
Theoretically
and
could. He
has
hasn't
that
normal summoned
Amatrix
yet.
just big chilling on his side of the board.
Bruh, can he quar?
Yeah, easily. All he needs is a monster.
Yeah, he can quar actually. Ouch. Can he quar with a follow-up summon? Yes, he can with Persa Total.
No,
Yeah,
he
so
just
if he has
used
quar,
the Praziordal on that turn to get the Ryan, so he
It's
couldn't
like,
have.
no, I'm not.
that's true. So he couldn't quar and get the special summon.
I draw.
So he slow played it. Just finished with the Rion.
Yeah, Hideki correctly saying that
That's
Rafa can
Rambo,
chain
dude.
an increase to dodge. But one thing that would be kind of cool is a spell speed 2 Clarion Gandrax. That's what we need. Because
Here
Kristrons
we
just
go.
aren't strong enough.
So he's got enough fodder for Plasma, and if he can pull off Plasma and steal that Amatrix, I don't think anything can get over it. So he'd need to, but the Crystron player could be main decking a Cyclone, and that really does cuck the Plasma a little bit. But I think that would probably do it because he'd knock the Rehon off. So I think Plasma's the win con. 1, 2, yeah, even double man. Yeah, Plasma's the win con.
Now, I don't know
Plasma-
about Misaka himself, but I know when I'm playing against heroes, that Plasma is the scariest thing in my mind. So when I'm playing Kristrons and I'm against heroes, and I see 3 monsters hit that board, immediately I'm going, okay, well, they're either going to Trinity me, or they're going to Plasma me.
Right.
So what we're going to do here is we are going
Alright,
to...
he's doing the
Zekrom.
thing I said earlier. He's going to Cyclone his own increase. He's holding a Stratos. He searched a Stratos with a Stratos, so if he plays Plasma, he's already holding it.
That is crucial.
Yeah, so he's cycloning his own increase and then chaining the increase so he doesn't lose the increase but still gets the no mortal plus the summon. If he has the, and he has the Stratos in hand, so if he has the Plasma, he has it.
Monster's effect activates.
Vion going
So
off
Vion's
here.
gonna mill. Here we go.
Now, he doesn't have to worry too much about the no mortal can resist, does Misaka. He will lose a Sulfefnir, but he's likely playing 3 of them. But he also still has access a couple of ways to the powered in Zektron, so he's still not likely to take damage as long as he plays around the potential Plasma.
To show you what I can do. Now,
Alright, Stratos entering the field, so this is looking like
my monster's effect activates.
Decider!
Decider. Nani?
And here goes
So
the
Ryan's
Ryan right
gonna go early.
now. Ryan Seacrest going to use the Scrap Recycler. Doesn't even put the Fist Burn back in the deck.
Show 'em what you can do. I synchro summon
What's that mid-game Scrap Recycler?
my monster's effect activates.
From my hand, I activate a spell.
Oh, sorry, Tobias. I meant Ryan Reynolds.
Right.
Alright, he had Decider.
I
So he's gotta go
summon a
Trinity.
monster.
Weird.
I think I speak for
Interesting.
everybody when I say,
My monster's
who the heck runs Decider?
People who don't have 3rd Stratos. Let's, okay, so he gets the Celestial.
Here I go. I shall
Yeah, he's not gonna take damage.
I end my turn.
Wait, what? So he did it for the draw too. He's digging deep for something here.
Ugh.
Transcendent Crystal still live, had a Disburn in the hand.
Monster's effect activates.
Hideki saying Rafa has 3 Stratos.
Monster's effect activates.
Can't be giving everybody's deck away. Hideki. No, I'm just-
Damn, sick leaks, Hideki, bro.
Dang,
Damn.
putting important information in the chat.
Show 'em what you
That's gonna dictate some of his
No.
future moves now.
Hideki, check your PayPal from Switcheroo, leaking the deck list.
Oh no, I leaked.
can. A monster.
Oh, you made
That's
me
looking like a
ink.
Quarion.
Hey, there's
Orion
that
Gambit
big
ass.
Quarian. Uninterrupted,
That dude is
and he
huge.
cycloned himself last turn to give his opponent lethal with that Quarian play, and it is a prismatic Quarian. Color me jealous.
Buns Draco does not like a Shizu.
Nah, he just wants to hear her scream.
I'm setting the car.
Ouch.
Yeah, Bun's nasty like that. Oh, damn. DNF just made me go from 6 to midnight too. Misaka takes the win.
Alright, so it's Misaka for Switcheroo, right? So 7-5. 7-5, second deck. And Heroes just went down. This was the no mortal version. And they sent the hero into, what was the DM, right? Was it
Yeah.
DM that they sent heroes into? So if they sent it into DM, they would have expected a loss to perhaps the Cristrons. What would y'all think is next?
So he's gonna have to
If
do
I'm pairing with heroes, yeah, you gotta assume it's gonna be something like another no mortal deck, right?
Yeah, it has to be.
Maybe a no mortal can resist Shiranui, honestly.
Oh yeah, they got some good options against this matchup. The
Yeah,
disruption.
a lot of spell speed too, disruption, and they can really
They just
just.
hate the graveyard.
be
They have this.
immortal.
Well,
It's better against the C stealth attack variant, in my opinion, but still pretty good.
what decks? Yeah, the only decks that really just ruin Cristrons are they always involve no mortal can resist, and then they have that effect negation or like a Sam Destroyer access or something of that sort.
Yano says Heinz coaching, as if I wasn't just asked what my opinion would be. What's your opinion? You freaking coacher!
Well, I think
you answer my question.
it's perfectly fine to talk about combos when it's a second combo that already the combo that lost already won the game, so it can't repeat, because there is no discussion by either team. They have to send those two decks,
Yeah, and
so
also
we can
they've
talk
already
about
submitted
combos
their
because there's no
decks.
discussion.
Like they've already submitted the decks. It's not like they can go change them up now. Like, oh
Yeah,
man,
no,
that is a
it's
better
done.
combo. Let me switch out my double hero list and go and add in a
Right.
Shiranui.
So this is the opportunity to talk about what would you combo without coaching being introduced into the stream. You don't get all of those opportunities because oftentimes a repeat is a possibility, etc., etc. But this is one of those few opportunities. So, I don't know what they combined here. It'll be interesting to see what they put with heroes. I have my own suspicion, but we'll see.
It does put us in such a funny spot. Like if you listen to announcers for pretty much any other game, you watch a VGC game or even like a basketball game or something. It's not like the people playing. Like you don't see LeBron with a freaking earpiece in listening to what the plays that the announcers think are the right plays. So we're in a unique position where, as we're talking about it, the players theoretically can listen to us, and we could influence the game based on our commentary. So
Yeah, it's valid, and that's why Yano, it's all good, buddy. I mean, you're one of the best streamers there is. That's why Yano brought it up, because it's something as streamers and commentators we need to be careful of these things, because we can influence a game. Okay, I have a couple of people on my team that they do watch Twitch chat while it's going, and if they see someone say GG and they're actually playing, sometimes they come back and they go, wait, how do I have game? And so, these things, now you may not have game. Sometimes chat is absolutely ridiculous.
Let's be honest,
but-
most of the time chat is so dumb. And also, Yano, I think that we definitely knew you were joking. We were just playing into it, but
No, with Yano, like I said, he's one of the best streamers. He actually
absolutely.
picked up Team Wars probably, I think it was 2 seasons ago. Yano started streaming a little bit more consistently in Team Wars, and man, he took to it fast. He wound up winning some kind of streamer award, and he's done a great job in this. And so I'm happy to have Yano as a compadre here. But we have to be careful, and that's the whole thing. And it's important for us to talk about this with Dark Online, because
Oh, definitely, because that's one thing I'm trying to avoid right now. As like a newer
Exactly.
streamer, I ain't trying to give out any ideas. But I think it's a good conversation to have too, so people who see us streaming right now understand that fact that we're trying to avoid it as well.
One thing I like to say is I like to go into like absolutely ridiculous calls that make absolutely no sense, but a card that would be absolutely perfect for the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a card
does
that
happen.
nobody's gonna
That does.
play, but you would be like, oh, this would be a perfect spot for a non-fusion area in your main deck, like random stuff.
Yeah, 'cause that's the stuff
Non-fusion
that,
area. I heard there was a non-fusion area in a Ritual Beast deck in the MCS. I didn't quite understand the rationale there.
That's okay.
he lost to. He hates Invoked.
Ooh,
Yeah, you
artifact
saw
of
the
Lancia
well,
to
you saw the
see.
Lancia prompt. You saw the Lancia prompt when the draws happened on turn 1, and so yeah, you knew there was a Lancia, so you knew that Cyclone wasn't going to do anything, but it stops the No Mortal from reasonably happening. What are you going to do here, though?
It was a non-fusion sided verse Ritual Beast.
Oh, versus.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's
Oh, was
some
it
bullshit.
versus? Oh, I got
Oh,
bad
no.
information. Never mind.
I mean, they don't fusion summon.
Yeah,
So
it's true.
what are you
Well,
doing with that?
isn't it? What's non-fusion area? All fusion monsters are destroyed. Is that what it is?
Nah, that's
No,
mispolymerization.
You can't fusion.
No,
summon.
yeah, I don't know.
It's like when you decide non-fusion area versus Neos, and you're just like, cool card. Here's my Neos fusion. I special summon from the extra deck now.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, it's special summoned. All right, so Amatrix gonna go into the Gazuki. There's certainly a stop card here. I feel like, based on what just happened, that stop card is a Ballista. Yeah, that's a Ballista. And maybe there's a Cyclone, but his Cyclone, 1, 2, 3, he's gonna be 200 short of No Mortal. Plus the Citri is banned. What else is banished? Citri and what, Smiger? He probably set an Impact. He had to set it.
It's the Crystal Beast Emerald Tortoise is the other banished card.
Oh, Tortoise. So we don't know what the sets
Okay,
are.
so then that Rion is a possible Amatrix at this moment.
Yeah,
And
there's
after
a
that-
Cyclone.
Emerald Tortoise. Level 3.
Oh, that's
It's
I'm
an
looking
Zectron.
at the wrong. Oops, wrong Tortoise.
Yeah, it's two green turtles in this deck.
So I feel like the other one is Ballista. Yeah, no, he's not gonna have an MCR unless it's second Cyclone.
He got he's forcing out the. Okay, he's doing the double Amatrix, and he's getting. The,
Yeah, he's getting it. So he's got the Amatrix, and he'll finish with the tuner.
Here comes. Come on out.
so Powered and Zectron's gonna come out and protect him for the turn.
What you can do. How's the
Yeah, peace of mind.
my monster's effect activated?
They did bring that Citri right on back. He can special from the grave here, as he does have the Gazuki and the Spectral's Word in the grave. So the Citri might be short-lived. But still, having it in the graveyard, if he does manage to put it... Like, if he does put the Citri in the grave, the Amatrix can float into the Citri, which is, good positioning from Misaka here.
And he can't go Hades because of the 2450. Like,
Yeah, it's too
he
small,
has
boy.
to go into the Skull Archfiend. And, it's not great either.
He opts for the
went into
Samurai's
the...
Aga.
Alright, well then he doesn't have a Squire summon left.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say is I opt to usually avoid specialing that from my extra deck from the grave, just because it's the only one you can kind of generically go in. It's not like you're running Leg Spreader Zombie in the main deck.
Yeah, it's a choice, and it's gonna die anyway, and he doesn't have a level 2 for the 8. No, I don't understand it. So that, if you were gonna do that, since it's gonna die anyway,
Level
just do
2
the
for the
Hades.
8.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. That's why. So now he's gonna 8, and then he's gonna put a 2 in the grave with the 6. Well, no, the 6 will be banished here, right? He's got to go for. Wait, did he have Inzectron this turn? Yeah, he did.
Did,
So he
no
takes
damage,
no
so
damage
this is
no matter what.
A big old
he's gonna go
booster
short.
Reno for no
He
reason.
still has to go into the Citri. You still got to go Citri.
It's my battle phase.
I mean, what are you gonna do? Let him black rose you? Like,
Allow me
You gotta go
Right.
Sentry. I mean, so it's a 5,500 Sentry killer. But it tells me another piece of information though. The deck closest to the card closest to the deck is no longer. I'm not thinking it's Ballista anymore, because he would have just set the level 2 as a Ballista fodder piece. So
unless he's just like super confident with this Shogun Saga that he's gonna Ballista the Shogun and then go straight level 10 and start popping some things.
oh, Heinz. Okay, I'll buy it. It still could be Ballista then. Good
Alright,
call,
start
Heinz.
the
Good
cycle
call.
off the top.
You can scrap all you want. Look, he's locked.
Bambi, so why is he not going for lethal? Because he can't take any damage due to the walking Wabaku known as the powered Inzektron that was summoned that turn.
Yeah, he's not gonna take damage, so it doesn't matter. What's gonna go on here? Because he has a little poo-poo recycler on the field. He's gonna transcend
Transcend
it
Chris Powell.
so he can give himself an impact. I get it. All right. So he's gonna set that impact here, which
I
he
was saying
can't.
needle sealing
Yeah.
one time. That would be ugly.
Needle sealing? If he was playing needle sealing, he should have used it when it was the level 2 and level 6 on the field, because the Insectron couldn't be destroyed, right?
Yeah, I mean, also the Amatrix is still a Synchro Summon Amatrix, so it'll still float. And that looks
you
like it's a
can
middle
needle
card
seal.
is a Lance. Oh, it's a Clash!
Oh,
Oh, he's going for
oh.
lethal right now!
That's game.
Well. Hello.
The
Wait, what?
Oh.
The recycler's game.
Shogun Saga going to be able to put a banished card back in the graveyard, but unless
It
you
was
got a
damage step.
banished
it's
zombie type Shiranui
But there's
Kiteroid,
the chain.
Mean this chain.
He's got a chain of recycler. That is like the worst possible
yeah, not,
situation.
he let the effect go off. You should have just used it on normal summon at that point.
Oh wait, let's see. 3,500
It's my
into the recycler. He gets 2 pops, one from the level 6, one from the level 8. So he can pop that back row is the impact. So he probably doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't even need to pop that, does he? He needs to shrink this though. He can't shrink it with Saga. Level 10 can't win.
We know he has a level 10, but can he win with it?
He can't win with only level 10. He can win with any top deck monster into the Scrap Recycler, and then level 10 over different stuff.
No, it's still not enough, because that would be 1,000
No.
over either of those.
Yeah, the Amatrix is gonna.
Not
Can
even
the
a
Amatrix
Suzuki.
flow from grave or only from banish?
monsters
It can only float from grave, but now
Yeah,
he's got
so
hit with a
that's
no
a
mortal,
reasonable
so
grave.
he's in a good
So-
spot right there. And he's got to blow up the
Here
impact,
comes the
otherwise
two
this is for
pops.
naught.
He no mortal before he
He's gotta
pops,
blow up
so there's probably
impact.
something in the graveyard that he
Impact
get one to
and
get him back.
Amatrix, yeah. And then he can run overpowered Inzektron because the Scrap Recycler can't do anything, and he essentially has game.
I wonder if he's going to go for the damage here, or if he's just going to go for that Inzektron.
Well, no, you go for the. I mean, who knows? He could top deck an Econ. Like, I don't know. You keep the chained monster. You keep the chained monster on the field.
Knew you'd be a challenge. I draw.
I knew you'd be a challenge.
For Jesse.
That Jesse English voice always gets me. Any top decks, that's a tribute. So
That's
It's,
a
uh,
Fafnir.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good top deck, man.
it's actually a really good top deck. And he has no level 6 summon off of a Squire because he burned it. Oh no, he has it back in the
Shuffled
extra
him
deck.
right on back.
Yeah, he has it. So if he has a top deck Squire, he has the level 6.
And we see the Skull Servant getting a rarity boost. Now a Prismatic Skull Servant.
Very nice.
I shall attack you with my monster.
I still think that's Ballista closest to the deck.
Effect activates.
It's really hard to tell when you can't really see the delays as casters.
Yeah, we're just over
Yeah.
here guessing.
Because, I mean, like, there's always that chance that, you know, we haven't seen a face-up monster. Maybe it's another chain, you know, maybe it's...
A special
Maybe it's a dead Cosmic now that he's at 200.
Yeah.
Top deck Orion and Aquarian here. Let's see that.
Alright, he talked to Smiger.
About as good, and you'll be able to search out another impact. I don't believe that he's used all three, right? Oh, he
He's
did.
digging.
He did.
So
All
I
three
want to-
impacts are gone.
Oh, here we go. I think he's doing it.
So he just has to not see Void, not see Flood, and not see another chain.
I know, right? That's a lot of stuff.
Well, that's a lot of things.
He's already made his mind up. He's going in for it, so he's got.
Oh,
the
he's
plan set up.
I mean, the Crystron player is down to. This is his out. Wait, does he have impact in the grave or no? I forgot.
2 of them.
Somebody's praying for Void Chopper in the chat.
So Fiendish Chain doesn't matter.
Here we go.
Well, Fiendish Chain
has
is
to be
a
Void.
Fiendish Chain is a continuous effect, so it actually still negates. And there it is. You'll see it right now if he does chain the impact. The impact will do nothing to this,
My continuous
and we're gonna see
No,
it. So
He just changed it to get the attack, I guess.
it doesn't do
Well,
anything. It doesn't
yeah.
negate. It's
Yeah,
continuous.
you
It's still
He can still
negated.
attack,
It's continuous. No, it can't do anything. It's only the initial effect, and it's chained up.
Oh, it's continuous. Oh, well, that's death.
crazy.
All right.
It's not the same as a. It's not like for the turn like a Magician Navigation.
So it was chain the whole time, not ballista. Oh well.
That
All right,
great.
that's
Yeah,
a lot of
is-
skull servants.
Yeah.
Heinz, click on that grave, man. Just one time.
I've been noticing that they give him prismatic ones, but this time
Look
he
at
said,
this.
"No,
Look
you
at
ain't
this.
getting no prismatic ones."
Look at this. Look at
1,
this.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
there
11
goes the
skull
ballista.
servants.
Yeah, that skill's not broken or
He's
anything.
got that barista, but now he floats.
Yeah.
Wait, why would you
Well,
do that?
and wait, why would isn't he still chained?
Hello.
Alright.
My monsters
Yeah, he's just gonna get 2,500, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Hades
Hades
here,
is
and now the Quarion does nothing.
activate.
So,
Silly boy. He could have taken his opponent's Lancia, man. Oh no, he couldn't. That's in the graveyard. I clicked the wrong pile.
Doing his thing, negating the effects in the
game.
game.
There was really nothing that was gonna happen there.
there was literally nothing. Honestly, I don't even
Hades
think.
is so good in this deck in situations like this, so
Yeah, that was good.
paying off.
Solid work with the Hades.
Duelists like you are the reason I can't stop dueling.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Aware of every twist and turn that would occur.
So that moves it to 5'8", or the average male height. Was it like 5'10"? I can't remember. I don't know. I'm sure there's somebody short in the chat that knows that and would be like 5'8" and be like, no, that's below average. Or something, I don't know.
Actually.
As he pushes the glasses up his nose and sniffs while adjusting his pocket protector, he says, actually, average male height is 5'9.5".
It's almost the same thing. No, it's not. So
Tamias freaking out for us. Thank you very much, Tamias. So for Switcheroo here, the only players we have left are... Oh no. And that's it.
yeah, Uno's got to hold it down.
How many people are left? Uno. Just one.
Uno. Uno stepping up to the plate. What's he bringing to the table?
There's Yu-Gi-Oh cards. What are you talking about?
He's bringing
Right
his
there.
house. What do you
see it?
mean?
It's
He's
literally
got a
seized.
house. He's got a house with this homie Malehu. He's like, hey Malehu, you want to come over?
Man, it's got freaky. Bringing all the boys.
And the house is pretty fortified with the double back row. Like, not many decks can deal with this Malehu Hutton house.
I draw.
Yo, Sweat Gantus in the chat. What's good?
Cog champ.
Now.
Shira New Eyes Squire.
Squire.
That's something we haven't seen too much of these days in these Shiranui decks. This APK must be
They have
broken.
not been opening it.
Summon a monster.
Someone needs to get an update on that APK.
I set a card
Update it to the latest version.
Set a card face
Have you guys seen the
set.
latest issues? Players have not been opening their Shiranui Squires first turn.
Now's my chance.
I think
Now.
they're working on fixing it. So, Malehu says no, he's flipping it face down.
No, it's not the synchro. This is in the end phase, so he's really just doing this for the boost. But keep in mind,
Oh.
Ono did get the search with that palace, so there's no battle phase here. He's just thinning his deck out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd say wisely, Rafa not synchroing there, not trying to lose to a top deck Alistair, turning his garbage into Purgatrios.
He might not be thinning. He might be setting up for the Alistair.
What's going on right now, right here?
It's
This might be the setup for the Alistair in the first place.
expected.
Yeah, you got to get rid of that 0 defense position monster.
My trap
He says, no, I don't like the back row at all. So is that another ballista coming?
Yeah, of
double
course.
ballista! Man, this guy's got more
Double
baristas
ballista.
than a Starbucks.
My trap activates.
And he's going all back row on this, eh?
Mm-hmm.
What is he?
Last
What is
card
he?
Cosmic? Let me see it.
My turn is
Mine.
done.
Nope.
2 floodgates. What did he search into? Did he even search into anything? No, he already. Yeah, he Malaya. Okay. Yeah, he gets rid of that palace, and this is not good for the E-Saber.
Watch and learn.
Cosmic?
Solitaire coming through as well.
So he's got level 8 if he can get rid of the palace.
Yeah, I mean, this
Yeah,
Malehu's
there's no
live
one
here.
right
Malehu
now.
going off right now.
Hey, that's pretty good. Third
Response
ballista?
to that?
Or what? Fiendish chain? Fiendish chain?
Fiendish chain.
Yeah.
See, you knew it had to
So-
be. Come
Something was doing
on.
in that back row if he's gonna let the element saver guys sit on the board.
That's the Fiendish chain and Squire. We was always open and broken.
My monsters
So has he got lethal right now?
He's got level 8 with a reduction of 500, so
I special summon a monster.
unless that, let's see, so 55 into 18. So what is that? No, he's 300
That
off.
sounds like jail time to me.
You going to jail now?
55 into 18, right?
Very
Yeah.
well.
Oh no, it's 55 into 18.
Oh.
Sorry, yeah, you're right. That's legal.
55 into 18.
Yeah, that's fine. That's some
So-
sugar daddy culture right there.
Well, I mean, he also has. Let's see. So he can. Yeah. So and then
Level
extra
10 as
800
well.
is yeah. Okay. So level 8 plus an extra 800. Yeah, that's death.
That's death.
Bye bye.
Just like that.
You run
Just like
Karibo.
that.
Brutal.
I synchro summon a monster.
Shogun
Do you
Zaga.
run Karibo or not? That's the only question. Karibo in your E-Saber, or did you die to double ballista?
Monster's effect activates.
Yeah, definitely the double ballista with the fiendish chain combo. Like
I set a card face
that was
down.
phenomenal, as well as it was devastating.
Mhm,
Malehu right
pretty
here
much.
looking like a kaiku.
Cards will not fail me.
And he's got the
Spear
Karibo
Karibo.
and the Destiny draw.
Oh my god!
Ends my turn.
Bruh.
Oh
It's-
no!
Is it death the
Did
other
he
way?
bet everything on
One,
that?
two, is it gonna be
Just
if this doesn't stop
Just
the
GG, he
effect,
bet his all on that.
if this doesn't stop the effect, or cosmic, or no, that's death. Cosmic Cyclone's death. It's not Fiendish Chain. Oh boy, this was a comeback.
That
Another
is a-
ballista for a Purgatrio, perhaps?
I activate a spell.
I don't know what.
He has to have. He has to have
Cosmic
something like that.
Cyclone's
Did he really
death.
bet
Cosmic
everything on that?
Cyclone's death. He can't Cosmic Cyclone.
The time.
Wisely banishing the tuner. 333. Alistair's making it 43.
That Lancia for
Zero
being-
defense, Spectral's word. Only put
Can't
into
be
defense.
Fiendish. You can't be Fiendish. He would have done it on the invoke, and then he would have had death.
Monster's effect activates.
This is. Bleh. Okay. It's gonna be 45 to the butt.
Malehu going a little bit Michael Jackson-y on us, going from dark to light.
That is one big purgatrio.
And since the Karibo is dark, he switched them both. Oh, that's funny.
There's no way in heck this is gonna end like this.
You know what?
Phoenix changed. He
Phoenix
was
freaking
scared of the
changed!
double. He was scared of the double invocation.
Bruh!
And now he's at level 10. He just pops it. What are you gonna do?
There you
Well, he
go.
can run
Level
over it.
10.
No, he can't run over it. I don't know.
He pops it with level 10.
He pops it with 10. That's it. It's game. Good job.
Yeah, well played.
It's gonna be game.
Like he has to have fun back there. He couldn't just bet it all and not have something, right?
That chain, man. Yeah, he was playing around. I guess. What invocation?
Double invocation.
I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
understandable. We already
Okay,
seen it
that's
happen
fine.
once.
Yeah. Played it in the battle phase. It's fine. But if he had second invocation, he could have gone into a second purg, right?
He's like, I saved my Shiner prism.
And he got the Squire, so even if there was
And
a
he got
second
the
sphere,
Squire.
the only
don't
thing
get
to
no
fear
better
is
than that.
fear itself, and it's not enough here.
That Karibo is kind of funny.
Rafa with the amazing play.
That is 3 wins for every single player that's come in for Forbidden Ones.
Really? Playing well.
That is crazy. He's damn well played, man.
They're moving as a
So
unit
we're
today.
at what 9-5 then?
We are
All
9
right.
to
So
5, like
what
a
do we
day
think the
job.
last deck is? What's the last
This
deck? What
is-
did you
this
combine
is
with
it.
Shira?
Uno's down to his Uno deck.
What did we combine
He's
with
about to
Shira?
activate the
Let's
wild card. Draw 4.
Car Curry for sure.
see. Did you say Car Curry?
I did.
That's his ace in the hole.
I don't know. What would you have land? Sure. I don't know. It could be any of about 3 decks.
They still have a repeat as well. So if they wanted to, they could repeat on the Element Sabers going up against a Synchro deck.
And that's not too bad of a matchup either, but it's really about what they will repeat.
They are indeed going to use that repeat. That's 2 repeats from Switcheroo, 0 used from our friends the Forbidden Ones. Yo, good night, Sidebuster11. Thank you very much for coming through.
And the game's ready to go.
It
So
is
here it is. It's
indeed.
coming down to this whole Element Saber versus Shiranui.
Yo, Hideki, bro, with a tier 1 gift sub to Yuya30. That is 151 gift subs from
151, Jesus
Hideki,
Christ.
bro.
Seeing that this duel will
Dude, Hideki.
Hideki, the Santa Claus.
Nah, he just what's that thing called when you like pay for your girl and she's like
Sugar daddy.
sugar
I don't know.
Sugar Daddy.
Sugar
Hideki.
daddy.
Hideki Daddy.
Yuya is Hideki's girl, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, Lancey is saying no.
You have to read that though. You have to read that before you go into a invoke. You gotta read that delay. There's nothing else it could be on turn 1.
Yeah, I mean, he searched. He knew it was there.
I draw.
You have to read it. I mean, it literally can be nothing else.
He's got a Cosmo for the 1 back row.
Alright.
Yo, let me see that Squire. Let me see it.
This is where we
Game's
get
over.
Thought it was a Thunder Dragon Dark.
Soul's in chat. He makes a decent point. How are you going to play around it? I don't know what the hand is, but I know with a single set and 2 in hand, if you didn't have an E-Saber effect or a second E-Saber or something, I don't know. I don't know what the hand is. If you have 3 Alistair, there ain't nothing you could have done. No, you didn't have 3 Alistair unless you were going Kaliga. I don't know. The hand must be bad. It must be bad.
thinking about it.
Yo,
I mean, the
everybody
other
start
thing
typing in
the
the
other
chat
thing you
and
could
that's
do
so
in that
generous.
case to get it, I guess, would be like set the Alistair, and then you'll get your second invoke, and
I specialize
yeah, you still can't play around the Lancia later. You just have to pull E-Sabers
very
and
well.
Palace would be the key. I don't know. You'd just be delaying. Lancia is game.
Let us battle.
Ham got 1500 going over that Alistair.
I end my turn.
Not gonna trigger Destiny draw.
My turn. I draw.
No D draw. He needs second invoke.
He's got
Bro, he had the bow.
Second invocation is like
And that's why we trigger that Lancia
Round
early.
two.
Now we see why Lancia got triggered.
invocation anyway.
Bruh.
It's not a misplay if you nasty.
No.
You nasty.
And he had the
Oh, and he has the house.
He had that
Oh my
balance though,
God.
so he's gonna be able to search Malayu, and he's gonna be able to flip face down, attack in for 3,500, and this G.
Yikes.
Monster's effect activate.
Yeah, you gotta hold that one. That's just.
And Nano takes it, man.
So
Yo,
I can
this is
see,
not
yeah,
going down without a
you
fight.
force the Lancia because there's no way around it, and you just keep it from affecting you later, and then
Yeah, no, yeah, that's good. Yeah,
Turn
you're
on
right.
turn 1. Your opponent goes
You have to
minus-
have 2 invoke though. I mean, you have
Yeah.
to.
no, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Jesus.
And you know
So
what?
the reason you do the summon is to get the second invoke to hand. I mean, that was really well done. It seemed ridiculous, but it was really well done. What'd you say, Heinz?
Well, I was gonna say, and sticking with our current pattern so far, that is 3-2 for every single player from Forbidden Ones thus far.
Bruh, I can guarantee you one thing. Neither of the next 2 Forbidden One players will go 3-2. Guaranteed.
You know what? It's a bold prediction, but let's see how it plays out.
Bold
So
prediction,
bold-
Cotton. Bold
bold,
prediction. Let's see
yeah.
how it plays out for him. Yep.
And this is Sham.
We are being casted on the Ocho. Alright, so what do you send in? Dark Magician, I guess? It's gotta be.
Got
Right.
maintenance, blue eyes, matte, and sleeve looking nice.
Maintenance! It's gotta be Dark Magician, though.
Dark
Boom.
Magic.
Activator continues.
Hello.
Hello, I got Circle, I'ma win.
Pretty
Oh,
racist
no.
of the egg
Oh,
to
no.
assume Dark Magician just because his name was Come On Bruh Sham in the duel room. But hey, you know what? We're not here to call him out on that. So
Oh, was that why I assumed it? Yeah, that was it. That was the reason.
Pally.
Yeah,
Damn,
let's
Pally.
oh, lovely.
My field spell activates.
And he will cyclone.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, exactly what I was thinking. So,
It's gonna be double set. Yeah.
oh
Okay.
my god.
I'm offended that I didn't get invited to your guys' boy band, but hey, that's cool.
Oh, you always invited, my boy. Come on, we got you. We got room for you.
No, you guys are just so in sync right now.
You see, what I could do is say, "Hey, we got room for you in the back," and then I could get a Heinz comment. You see,
I mean, you got one, but you ignored it.
one of those quips. One of
And
those-
he's going in for battle.
1600,
Yeah,
not triggering.
he doesn't
Destiny draw.
proc the D draw. Yeah, that's the key. That's key here. So he already had nav set. Then he didn't have the secondary piece. You know, it's interesting here. Wait, he's already ending? He literally drew and ended. Is that what just happened?
Or you seen it
That's
here
the-
first? folks? He's like illusion magique.
Yeah, I mean he has to.
Face down,
Yeah, he wouldn't have had anything that otherwise could have done it, with the exception of a Cosmic Cyclone, which E-Saber isn't going to run. So, yeah, but then he must not have Navi, because he would have done it in the end phase, right? Why did he wait till
Well,
his
yeah,
phase?
I'm so confused about that one. Oh, cosmic.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, but no, I completely agree with you.
I mean, if you got two
could've
vanillas,
got
you
the
don't
extra-
really have to
If
play
he wasn't
around.
going to do it in phase, he could have also did the rod with the extra attack as well.
Plus, he would have gotten the negate for this turn. I'm a little
negate,
confused.
yeah, the negate for sure.
Like, he's gonna
Either
be able
way,
to
none of
vanish.
them are tangible.
And it's another
And so
floodgate.
it's game. Well, no, he's running Ebola. That's right. So it may be game. It may be game. He does have a normal summon here, but a normal summon would not be able to get over 24.
And Bun's correctly pointing out, why not Cosmic first, then Chain Navigation, which plays around Floodgate, go into two
Absolutely.
vanillas, and you're playing around Phoenix Chain as well. But hey,
Absolutely, Buns. Buns is exactly correct. Sham would have had 2 Dark Magicians in attack mode right now. If he gets Karibo'd, this was a misplay. Okay.
And he does,
So,
just like that.
This is it's a hindsight misplay, but it's one that you could have prepared for. But I really don't know why he didn't end phase banish. That's where I'm a little confused.
And we see somebody in the chat with the hindsight 2020 emote, which you could have your own hindsight 2020 emote. If you go over to Heinz_Ketchum at twitch.tv and subscribe, you could have that emote yourself. Isn't that crazy? Thank you, The Egg, for advertising for me.
Face crush, chain,
This game.
God.
I mean, it wasn't anything else he was gonna do, but that's not the right order of those cards. But it was Sham did it. He closed it out. Nice closer.
Alright, so Sham, what The Egg is trying to say is you're lucky you won, punk. Goddamn idiot. Look at him in the chat trying to say, oh, I meant to do it the other way.
Actually, Dark Magician is just a really horrible matchup for E-Sabers. You can play it unoptimally and still absolutely crush the deck.
He had a couple of choices there. I mean, if he didn't in phase, if he didn't in phase, I mean, he could still get the extra attack with the rod and do the illusion magic kind of thing.
That's true too. That's true too.
Yeah. So.
Yo, Hideki Bro with his 153rd gift sub to Edu16. Oh my gosh, Hideki Bro.
Happy birthday, Edu.
He's spending Trump's money right now in this quarantine.
Trump's money.
All right. That is going to be it from us. Thank you very much, DNF and The Egg, for joining me today, and congratulations to the Forbidden Ones getting that +4 to the round differential with a 10-6 score. Congratulations to Sham for closing that out with Dark Magician. And do you guys have any final thoughts before we sign off for the night?
Man, what a game.
That was really good. I appreciate it being a part of this.
Definitely. I'm amongst the greats right now. Definitely going to learn from you guys and
well, I'm definitely happy to have my my first match casted with DNF and The Egg. We haven't had a chance to cast since like season 4. It's been a long time.
It was season 4. You're right. You got good memory.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I think it's season 7 right now, so that's a really long time.
Yeah, I started streaming in season 3. I joined Team Wars in season 2, and in season 2 we would have 1 and at a maximum 2 streams in a week. 2 of the matches maximum were streamed, and I remember one stream particularly was really good. I think it was Andy Sang and Tut Pup were the 2 casters for the 1 week, and so you would put aside all your time and make sure to make those streams. And I just feel like we've really done a good job in Team Wars of making sure that these things are casted with excellent casters like Heinz. You're gonna love DNF. Please go to both of these boys' Twitch. It's hit it up with like their name in the little thing. Go to their links. Make sure to follow them when they come on board. Watch them, see them. You're gonna like them. Okay.
He says follow. He means sub, but that's cool.
Huh?
Yeah.
What's that?
You guys haven't seen that.
Well, yeah, sub. Use your Prime sub, especially if it's a freebie. You know, donations are really good, especially if someone is doing like, let's say someone's doing a $15 dual room or something. If you're donating, that's what makes the streamer continue to be able to do those. So not only are you getting on stream with the chance to win money, you're spending it doing the hobby that you love. So supporting your streamers is actually critically important. And
now,
it's critically
one thing I would
important
definitely say as well, just in regards to this, say you head on over to Duel Link, twitch.tv/Duel Links Lounge, which is DNF's Twitch, or you go to Team Wars and you see what Hideki Bro is doing, gifting subs. That's one of the best ways to support a channel, because not only are you supporting the streamer themselves, but you're actually just giving back to the community themselves as well. So that's always what I like to see. I would rather see, even though I get less monetary value from a gifted sub, I prefer to see that rather than a donation, just because, it helps the other people that are in the chat as well, and everybody gets a good time. So
I'm totally with you.
You also get that chance of people continuing in that gifted sub.
that's true. That can happen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all excellent points. I'm not really a streamer. Don't follow me or anything. But I mean, you can go to my page, and sometimes I'll do some Team War stuff. But these two are actual streamers. So, you know, support them. Well, yeah, and I'll do my catch line, and then Heinz can do his catch line if he wants. But I'm the Egg. He's Heinz. He's DNF. Thanks for watching Team Wars. Good night.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Everybody
thanks for having
have a
us.
good night.
Everybody have a
Enjoy
good
yourself.
night. Thank you.
Safe out there.
Thank you so much. Everybody, peace out. Have yourselves a good night. Thank you for joining us. Congratulations once again to Switcheroo, and that's it.